Three,
Oh,
two, and I think we're live.
we live. What?
Yeah. Keeping it real was here. Monarch said she's going. Gosh, you guys are late. I know, Monarch. What had happened was we just started talking. Actually, she was thinking about me, and I was thinking about her, and I was doing something. She was doing something. She called, and this is where we went. And she's like, you know what? I don't have to work tomorrow. I was like, let's go live. We will not be screen sharing. We would YouTube now live on your channel, Shanna and I. Well, thanks for telling me that, Gmail. So we decided that we were gonna come shoot shit with you guys and talk a whole lot of shit. We can curse too.
Yeah, we're all over the place tonight. Oh, girl.
We're having fun. But I was showing Shanna some of my art. A lot of you may not know, and I'll show it when we get some people.
Oh,
Guess what
what?
I
No.
did?
Party foul?
This time
Party foul.
it went on the
Oh,
floor.
super party foul.
I keep spilling my weed, man, my weed. Um, what were we talking about? Not before, but before when we was like, we can talk about that when we're live, so it's not scripted. What was it? Because it was so cool. You remember?
Deodorant?
Oh yeah, the deodorant. Yeah, I got snapped at.
I
Shanna
snapped
snapped
at
at me.
her.
No,
She
I
was
went.
putting on deodorant, and I was like, don't put that on. Uh,
Why?
and it looked like secret. And I was like,
It
don't
is.
put that on.
I
Yeah.
would never do with it. It is secret. It's the gel secret, and it just smells so good. Like literally, I want to just take it and put it in a pot, like a little small boiling pot, and just put a little bit of it, add some water to it, keep it at a simmer. Oh, it smells so good.
Mm. There's also a different there. Okay, the whole deodorant thing has multi layers of what's wrong with it. Let me tell you why.
Okay,
I hadn't told you why. Because first off, it does have aluminum in it and other things that are bad for you. And your armpits are a gland and
uh-huh,
it absorbs. It's kind of like when you put medicine under your tongue and it absorbs faster. When you
uh-huh.
put that under your armpit, it absorbs super fast.
Okay.
And that can cause super health issues. People get problems breast cancer. A lot of women put it under their boobs and in their crotch areas. That's
Well,
super bad.
can we admit though that you never ever shaved, your private area, and then used stick deodorant right after to prevent bumps?
No,
No, never.
never.
That has been my best friend all my life. But now you're like,
Well, you gotta stop
literally, people
doing
I got
that
like this, and she's like,
because you know how
oh,
many you got glands down there too that absorb stuff. You cannot use deodorant, you guys. And I want to tell you why. Another reason why they have deodorant and also perfume is when you put it on, it gives you a certain smell, and
right?
it masks your natural smell, and that's our pheromones that are uh, attract each other for a man and a woman to attract to each other.
Right.
And so when you meet somebody and they smell like that perfume, and you're like, "Oh, that smells good," and when they actually smell your natural smell, they might be repulsed by it, and it's better if they originally smell your natural smell because that's what they're supposed to be attracted to.
Well, you remind me of my husband because he used to you know, come home from work or whatever, and he'd be like, "Did you take another shower?" I'm like, "Yes, I want to." No, I don't want you that fresh and clean. I'm
He
like, "What do
wants to
you
smell
mean?"
you.
Yeah,
He wants to
even
smell you.
yes, that's what he says. Yeah, I don't like all that perfume and that oil and stuff that you wear. I just want you. Can you please not bathe tomorrow? Like
Yes, because
Adrian.
that actually is a beautiful thing because
Yeah.
we are attracted to the pheromones of a person. That's what helps us know that we are a good mate, and we can like. It's weird. It's a weird thing because it makes us know we can copulate. It's how everything works, and make babies together. So it on top of it poisoning you, it also kills that. It kills like a somewhat of an attraction that is a natural attraction instead of like a fake attraction.
So your suggestions are
My suggestions are if you want to do odorize yourself, I
mhm,
would use either I my grandmother, she was allergic to deodorant, so she used rubbing alcohol. But I would suggest to use a Vaseline. I mean, not Vaseline.
Do I want to clog my pores under my
Vi-
arm? Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry. I'm sorry. I said Vaseline. I mean, I would use vinegar because vinegar is uh, an antibacterial, and it will kill any of the bad bacteria that might cause you to smell funky, but it will still allow you to smell like you.
Okay, so
That's what I would suggest.
it helps your pores breathe instead of
Yeah,
cluttering them up and
it
stomping them up.
clean and it's a cleaner. Vinegar is a all-purpose, man. I use it for
Just like
freaking
baking
everything.
soda.
Yeah,
Vinegar and baking
I
soda
bought a
together.
huge box of baking soda, not one of them little bee boxes you put in the fridge. I bought me a big one, and I
Mm-hmm.
bought me a big old box of borax too, and I use all that for everything because
I heard
borax
you
is a
guys talking
natural
about.
chemical.
Can you elaborate on borax for me? I'm like not that familiar with it.
All right, borax is a process, and it happens kind of like in like deserty areas where when it rains,
Mm-hmm.
borax is actually uh, it's a mineral called boron, and when it rains, it's kind of like a process between boratic acid and the rain, and then it forms these crystals when it dries. And when the crystals are harvested, and they get borax, which is boron, and it's just a mineral, you guys. It literally it says on the box, this is poisonous, don't get it in your eyes, all this shit. I've washed my face with it and nothing. It feels great. My face
What
felt like a
family does it fall
baby,
in?
but
Baby
I'm
food.
not sure. I'm not sure what family. When's the last time you heard somebody say that?
Long time. I'm sitting there thinking about my grandbaby when you said the baby's food.
But if when I did that, my face felt great. I washed my hair with it, scrubbed my scalp. Everything felt just amazing. Like my whole body, I just scrubbed down with it. I put a, I've got a bunch of it on a hot towel, and I scrubbed my back. Boron, borax, 12 mil borax. I swear by it. And when I went after I found out it was good for me, I went to the store and I could not find it on the shelf, girl.
Imagine that. But you
Hmm.
know what? That it goes along with once again. It go. I was trying to show you my face scrub, but it goes along with baking soda and vinegar. I mean those. But if you put them together, that's a beast. That's how I clean my silver. Anything that needs to be detarnished. Fuck it. If you excuse me,
Girl, you could
I
just
could
put
do that
something in
anyway.
some vinegar and it
Vinegar
detarnishes it,
and baking
just.
soda. Hell yeah. Watch it
And
just
baking soda is great because it's like it's a
yeah.
natural mineral as well. It's very, and even though borax has to put that thing on there as poison or whatever, borax it is less lethal to you than salt.
Wow. But
Yeah, and
not much.
I actually, because if you don't have salt in your body, your brain can't work. You have to have salt to work. And I think borax is a mineral that we don't have in our bodies that we need because just like salt, if you don't have it in you, you got
That's
problems. And there's a
interesting
lot of
there.
people that are doing borax supplements where you take like a tablespoon of borax and mix it into a liter of water.
Uh-huh.
But you got to dilute it. You got to like put a little bit of warm water in like a pan, heat it up, and dilute that tablespoon of borax. Then mix it in that liter and drink that all day long, and that's your water.
Why do I think of borax and rat poison? That's what comes to my head is rat poison.
No, no, there's no borax in rat
Was there
poison.
ever a rat poison that was close to borax? There
You
had
know
to be
what's
some.
actually in rat poison is it's a sweetener that we use. What is it? Which is nuts. I can't think of what it is. It's nuts that we actually use something that's in rat poison. Anyway, uh,
You think of it a little bit. You're like, whoa, I got it. I got it.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna think of it. I'm not there yet. But
So
borax, I'm not a medical person or nothing. I can't give medical advice, you guys. So disclaimer, quick, right here. You
it
know,
didn't show anything, but disclaimer, yeah, I should know this shit
but
by heart by now.
I want to tell y'all, I have watched many videos of people giving their testimonies about their use of borax and curing themselves. It can expel heavy metals from your body, and
Wow.
like there was this old lady that was taking it. It helps. It's a bonding agent too. So there was this old lady that she was taking the borax regimen. She was 80 and she fell, broke her hip. Well, it didn't even break her hip. She fell, dislocated or something. I can't remember.
Ay,
And
ay, ay.
and they were trying to do some surgery on her hip, and they had to get a different saw because they couldn't cut through her bone because it was so dense, because she had been on the regimen of the borax for 6 months,
Ooh.
and it had put so much calcium into her bones that they were that strong. Okay, so this it, what borax does is it bonds to different things to deliver it to your body where it needs it, and most of us are not being able to do that, you understand? Like most of us, because we're malnutrition, because of the diets we're on and
Lots
crap
of
food we
beer and
eat.
yeah.
So, taking borax can actually help your body take what you do take in
Hmm.
to deliver what it actually needs. It bonds to the things you need to take in
So
and it
it's a
puts it where it needs to go.
got it. So it's like a
It's like a
supplement.
delivery system
Then why the
because
hell haven't I been doing that? Nobody else tell me about borax.
it
Makes it
is a
rain.
it's a solvent, and you know water is the best solvent. And solvent just means kind of like a soap solution.
Yeah.
Water is the best soap solution, but we can put other things in water when we take them in to help our nutrients go where they need to go and wash out all the bad shit, you know?
And you're so fucking smart. I mean, I'm
Girl,
just saying,
why don't
you
I
are
talk about
so
stuff like this on
smart.
my channel? I don't know. I don't want to scare people because most people are like, "Oh, she's talking about eating borax. I must be nuts."
No, you're not nuts. You're actually very, very into. Yeah, you're all of that. I'm still looking for this one picture I drew for you, and I can't find it. A lot of you people don't know that I can color. I can't draw with shit. That's Shanna. Shanna can draw. I'm just
No,
visual.
girl, you have that jellyfish one was amazing.
I know. What the hell do I do with it? I don't know what to do with it. I want to show you
Everybody keeps saying we're real late. Yes, we are real late. This is
this. This is
real
what
late
we
with
do,
us
though.
real girls talking just real stuff. We ain't gonna do nothing else but just talk and be real, like we're sharing our conversation with y'all. This is basically me and China just having a late night talk, and we're sharing it with you.
Yeah,
So,
and she said I'm off tomorrow. So when she said that, I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Because I was sitting here actually going through StreamYard trying to figure out how the hell do I screen share with this. I didn't know. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go. Yep, let's do it. She don't have to work, and she's not working for me right now. She's not putting up. She's
no,
not
I
behind the
ain't
scenes.
posting no links or nothing. Look
Isn't
at
that
that.
pretty?
Is that not beautiful art?
Isn't that pretty? I
That
did this
is
for March.
beautiful.
I love it. So I wanted to show like a different side of me, and I really made a beautiful picture for Shanna. And just, lo and behold, she's sitting right in front of me, and I can't find it. I thought these were so pretty. Oh, my fishies, pretty.
That is, man,
You know what the secret
those are
is?
really good, girl.
Thank you. You know what this my secret is, right? The damn highlighter pen. This thing, or this one. These highlighters, they enhance anything that you do. It can be a dull color.
So
It
when
can
you
be
do the gel pen things and then you go over them with the highlighters,
or with the big highlighters. I got them packed up over here, but yeah, just go over with the highlighter. Just got in certain areas. I'll highlight certain areas I want. It's just how about however I'm feeling that day. But it enhances all of the colors that you and it brings them together, kind of like in as it should be, and not like this is orange, this is gold, this is red. It brings them all together. It enhances it to me. That highlighter is, it does. It's remarkable.
oh,
Highlighter.
Giggles is in the chat. She said it gets fluoride out too. It purges you of fluoride. And
You
she's
know
been
what? I
she's been
love
talking about this
experiences.
for 2 years. She said the borax.
Yeah, I know. That's the first time I ever heard borax was from Giggles and what's his name? Giggles and Markster. I'm sorry, I'm tipsy. Giggles and Markster were talking about it at one time, and he
Yeah, because
everything.
she was trying to get him to do a borax regimen for his problems, and I think it would totally help him if he did it.
If
Oh,
Mark would
Super Dave's
listen,
in the
if he
chat
would just
too.
listen, if he would just listen a little bit to what she says, he'd probably be all right. I mean, he listens, he orders whatever she says, but he doesn't fall through with it. Yeah, I'm telling on you, Mark, sir. He don't fall through with it. He
Mark,
doesn't.
you gotta do it. I do have to admit, and Toby Tyler agrees with me, is the borax
Wait,
regiment
Toby is
tastes like
Toby is her husband, right?
sure. I don't know. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
so Giggles boyfriend or her husband
I
is that
know, I
Toby?
know, but they try to stay anonymous, whatever.
Well, I don't know. Just
Everybody knows, but they anyway.
Well, I didn't
Uh,
until I figured it out all by myself. Nobody told me nothing.
I know, me too. I was like, something going on. But the borax, I have to tell you, tastes like poo. It is horrible.
Well, that's why we can hold our nose.
Yes, it take, but it's not a lasting taste. It stays in your mouth like some terrible taste. It just lasts for a second and then it's gone. And I actually have brushed my teeth with the borax because it's supposed to be really good for your teeth too. And
Okay.
I just like wet my toothbrush, stick it in the borax, and it's like crumbly stuff.
Do
And I
you
just,
remember that too long ago when you told somebody on my stream, you're like, I haven't used toothpaste in years?
and they were like, "Oh, what?
People actually store.
You want to see my teeth? Hang on,
Oh my God,
let's
you have the most beautiful teeth in the world. I love your teeth. They
see."
sound like together. I mean, it doesn't look like you smoke cigarettes at all. But when you said that day, and I was laughing with everybody, but wasn't laughing at you. But I'm just like, you ignorant fuckers. How ignorant can you be? This is the 2020 here. Y'all know she got some backup just because it don't have paste at the end of the name. Damn. But you know what?
Girl,
And when I was younger, my mom could chase me around with some damn baking soda for every reason in the world. I'd be like, nope, I don't want that baking soda. And then I remember sticking my finger in it in the refrigerator one day and just tasting. I'm like,
ugh,
oh,
ugh.
but
And
nothing that's good for you tastes good.
taking baking soda, there's a baking soda regimen too, and that makes you have an alkaline body where we cannot get cancer. There is a regimen you can get on where you
Really?
can drink. So I think it's like a half a teaspoon of baking soda every morning in like 4 ounces of water. It's got to be super dissolved though, so it's got to be warm water to dissolve it every morning, and it will make you stay alkaline where your cancer cannot live in an alkaline body, period.
So why aren't we all doing that?
Exactly. Doctors don't tell you about this because they want you to pay the big bucks, make the money. Assholes.
An apple a day don't tell you nothing about baking soda though.
I wonder if there's
Wow.
something to apple a day. I wonder if there's something in apples I wonder if there's some sort of, I mean, if that saying has any kind of justice to it.
I don't know. You cut the bitch in the middle and there's a star in it.
But
That's
I'm
all.
just saying, you know, take some baking soda every morning, you'd be fine. Kill the You can kill cancer by eating melons, they say.
I've been eating a whole lot of melons. I didn't know that. Well, just like Mary J, you know.
Oh, I'm so backed up on chat.
Do you smoke weed?
No, I don't.
Oh, so I'm gonna be in Texas all by myself, sitting out there with you in front of the fire. Oh, I can't wait.
Well, I, let's just say I have smoked a lot of weed in my day. But in Texas, if you
You're
get caught with weed, girl,
not gonna
you
get
would.
caught by doing
No, you ain't gonna get
smoking.
caught. I was. I can't say what I want to say right now
Okay,
because I live in Texas. So
everybody knows they bigger in Texas. Just saying. My husband was
I do
pretty
not need
successful.
any implications. This is live.
None. You just like to chalk outside of police buildings. That's all.
Oh,
Nothing
girl.
major going on there.
Most people here in our little chicha have never seen that, probably. I,
Drop the
but
link,
that was
Shanna.
so much fun. That was so much fun doing that. I can't drop the link because it's,
I know.
uh,
Did you
it's
just
old.
really
It's
answer
six.
me that?
What? I can't drop the link because it's older than 6 months and I can't go back 6 months
Well,
in
you
my
can't drop the
videos.
link because we're on this chat. That's what I'm saying. Like it was
Oh,
just
I could totally go to YouTube and drop it. I
I can
could,
totally, I can
but it's
totally
so old.
put it in. But it's funny as hell. It
What
is
I'm
so
saying is
funny.
I can't go back more than 6 months in my videos.
Did you try to do what I asked? Remember, you can like it gives you an option on how you want to perceive your videos. You can go switch it to as
Oh
like older,
yeah,
switch it to as older,
yeah,
and
because
it'll
that's
show
an
you your
old
old ones.
video.
Hmm. You can
Mm.
do
I
that.
drew I drew the Earth is flat right in front of the post office, huge. I drew hashtag the Earth is flat,
Tell them why
and
you
I
did it
drew
though. Tell them why you did
hashtag
it.
uh
She did this
free
live, y'all.
Eric. Eh, Yeah, that was a great stream. I loved
Wasn't
it.
it about a guy that was locked up for no damn reason, really?
Yeah, because he was in front of a library and chalking on the sidewalk, and they arrested him for chalking on the sidewalk when kids do it all the time. But he was writing shit like "fuck the police" and you know,
So her
and
and
they
her
and
mother-in-law.
so we went out and did hashtag. I can't even remember what it was. It was like free Eric or something, you know. I can't even remember what it was, but there was a ton of people doing it because he has a big channel, and
We
uh,
loved it though. I just couldn't believe. I think that's what I really like fell in love with you. Like really, like man, she's got balls bigger than mine. Like I can't believe she's actually doing this. And then
yeah,
there you
because
are
we went
cutting
right
up.
in front of the police station and
Uh-huh.
and put hashtag fuck the police on the sidewalk right in front of the police station. And there's cameras watching us and shit.
Live. She was live. She was so funny. Oh my god. We've had some good times, Shanna, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Throughout these
We
years.
we were having a blast. It was
She's
really
been with
fun.
me, I think, twice when I got suspended. Remember that one New Year's? I think it was 3 years ago. We were just jamming on New Year's Eve. We were rolling
We
out.
did not care what we were playing.
Mm-mm. You know what song they got me on, right?
I can't remember.
I can feel it coming in the air the night. Elton John. Hold on.
Oh no, that's Sting.
No, it was Elton John. And
I can see it coming in the air tonight is Sting.
I was there and I saw what you did. That's Elton John.
Oh, that's a different song. Sorry, I thought you were
Mhm.
saying. I thought you were saying it was. I can see it coming in the air tonight.
I
Oh
thought
Lord.
that's what I was doing. And that's not the same
Oh well,
song.
that is either Sting. I get these two bands mixed up. It's not Eric Clapton. I mean, or whoever. It is Sting or Phil Collins. That's who it is. It's Phil Collins.
That's what I said. I think didn't I say Phil?
No,
I
no.
was
You
there.
said Elton John.
Oh, my bad. Well, I get it confused. Don't they look alike?
I don't know. I get Sting and Phil Collins mixed up for some reason. I don't know.
Ugh. And I was there and I saw what you. I remember that I was sitting on the bed, and you were like, you had just said you're gonna get suspended. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And you just kept singing it, and eventually you and I were singing alone.
Yeah. You were like, it'll be all right because we were making it our own. But
Hmm.
no, it was not all right.
And I didn't even realize that I sobered up. I'm like, I done the 3 months.
We did have so much fun that night though.
Yes, we did. We had
It
a lot of
sucks.
fun.
I wish there was a way to like record the live streams where
There is.
so you could preserve it, you know,
Be a person.
in case it gets like taken down, and you could just put it right back up, and then they take it down and put it right back up again, and just
But
keep doing it.
it's called screen sharing. I mean, not screen sharing. It's called dual recording. Like
But
my
you have to
iPhone
have an
has it.
app for that or something because
No,
I don't
well,
have an ability to do that.
not on the iPhone. You don't. But yeah, I can shoot you some apps now that'll really do it for free.
Because I'm on a Samsung little cheap ass phone.
The only thing you can't record, we're gonna
I'm
fix it.
such
We're
a
gonna
hands
fix
talker.
it.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, me too. It's okay. This is
That's
me.
why I normally turn my camera
You
off.
just
But I
made
told
here.
China I'm gonna stay on my camera. Y'all gonna see me this whole time, and I don't care if I look like a crackhead because
I don't care either. Look
I'm
at
not a crackhead. Y'all, I don't care.
no crack never had my favor in me. I'm
Hey,
just saying.
girl, I have to tell you, I that's another thing I said in the because you haven't seen my comment yet on your live stream.
Uh-uh.
Um, I really enjoyed your preaching. It
Girl, yeah, they almost had me going for a minute. I had to hold my tongue. You know, I know I ain't
was
supposed to.
good. You did some good preaching. I promise you.
Girl, that means
I
a
loved
lot
it.
coming from you. Like, golly. And you know what? The name Jesus Christ just flows off my tongue now. Like,
Yeah,
I really feel so comfortable saying that. Like, I love some Jesus Christ. Like,
I do too. I
I
love
can't
it.
believe I say that.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. It's
Jesus
like,
Christ.
you
Woo!
know, oh, call
Yeah.
upon the name of Jesus Christ. When I see something wicked going on, I call upon the name of Jesus Christ and rebuke it. I'm like, mm-mm.
And I
And
just
I
never
have
been able to do
literally,
that.
the devil has been tempting me, testing me left and right. And I have been praying to God, please just take this from me. I've had trouble with my vehicle. I've told you about that,
Go ahead and tell the people. Come on, y'all. We need to do something for Shanna. I don't know what it is. If we know somebody that works in,
Just
you know,
pray. Please pray.
let's pray for her to get some parts. If she doesn't get any parts, I looked up the light like that's my camera. If she doesn't get any parts, then we need to ship her a whole new fucking car. She needs some. I'm so worried about you being broken down on the side of the road
I
and
have been
not being
broken
able to
down
fix
in the past 2 months on the side of the road on the freaking interstate like 5 times. And trucks flying by me and they don't even pull over to the other lane. I'm like, and I call my sister and she calls highway patrol and they literally set up a car like half a mile behind me with their lights on so all the vehicles would pull over finally because
it.
I had a blowout. I've had so much crap.
You need to
My
hold up a
car's
sign like
leaking water.
Jesus.
It's overheating and I'm just like, Lord, I need a break. I need a break. And
You need.
listen, girl, my car was leaking water so bad and I said I just need a break. God, I can't handle this. I don't need another problem right now. And 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 I've been making it to work and my car has not overheated. It's there's still
Hold
leaking
up the
water,
sign that says
but
I am.
Lord, thank you, Father in heaven, because He has been getting me to work so I can at least get the money so I can fix my freaking car.
Do
And
you ever think about when you do break down, maybe you should start shooting the sky?
oh, I have the last time I broke down, well, not the last time. It was the first time I broke down when the interstate. The trucks were hauling ass past me. I went live. I was like, I had
Uh-oh.
nothing better to do, so I went live and made a bit. I don't even think I went.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that
I
video.
did go live. I went live, and the trucks were just like right there. My car was like, when they passed because the wind off of them was so horrific,
She said,
girl.
oh.
And I'm so tired of breaking down that I'm scared to even get on the interstate because I don't want to be right there.
I know, and
And
I
I've
worry.
thought
I
about
mean,
taking
I'll
the
pull to
side
the
roads,
side.
but
I
then
just
I'll have
worry.
to go 55, and I don't want to go 55. I want to go 75.
I can't drive 55. Who was that?
Oh, I don't
I
know.
can't drive. Where are my hair ties at? I can't drive 55. Yeah, I went into all that music, but I was about to tell you something. I do. I worry about you being out there, though, especially in that extreme heat. And what? I don't tell how long cell phones are going to last anymore.
Girl, when I broke down, it was 109 degrees outside.
Unacceptable. Just unacceptable.
The last time I broke down, it was 109.
I remember asking you, I was like, well, this might sound strange, but if you run your heat while it's over, you already done that, girl. Already ran it.
I run my heat. I never turn my heater off. It's running constantly.
Well, I just know
Oh,
that it's selling. It's hard.
The Markster said I can have his, and I'm
Oh no,
no,
it's
thank you,
fine.
Mark.
Yep.
I
Yep.
don't need one lemon for another.
You people are in the same damn boat. That's why I don't go nowhere with them. I won't do it. If you have to put in two things of not coolant, not Freon, if you have to do that on a trip just like 6, 7 miles from here, I'm not trying to be in the car with you. I don't know nobody here in South Carolina. Who the hell am I gonna call?
Yeah.
My kids to say, "Oh, well, mom, you're a dumbass for getting in the car that didn't work on in the 90-degree weather." You know, like, no, mom, I'm not coming to get you. I wouldn't embarrass myself like that.
It's been 103 here all week, and I've been driving to work with my windows down and the heater on full blast coming out, and I've got it turned to my uh defrost, so it's coming
Mm-hmm.
out like right out the windows because I don't want it on my feet because that's gonna be hotter, but it's hitting my eyeballs. So by the time I get to work, I look like I smoke pot. My husband's like,
You know, I can only pray that you and Marks or something's gonna happen with you guys and you just get new cars. I'm not talking brand new spanking cars. I'm talking about a car that will get you from point A to point B, like get me to Texas. Hint, hint.
hey, I promise you, Angie will come get your butt. I know she will.
Let me
If
tell y'all
when I
something.
get like an offer a long weekend, and
I'm ready now. I'm ready to go at any point. 11,
I,
11, hi. Thanks for shouting me out
if
earlier.
Angie's working, watching, she may be watching. If Angie's watching,
Angie.
because she's got you on notifications and she gets your bells. She tells me sometimes when you're live, you know. So
You
she's
guys,
probably watching. She just can't comment because she don't have a channel.
what do y'all think? Why don't she have a channel? I need to fix that when I get there. What do you guys
She
think
don't.
about?
She doesn't want one. I don't think.
Yeah, she ain't gonna have a choice when I get there. Come on now, you know how I do. Like, come on. What do y'all think? Shanna and I are gonna shouts out to 1111 Code. He shouted me out earlier on his live stream. Mark told me about it, and two other people told me about it. And I wanted to come back on and get on, but I stayed too long on my stream. That was a badass stream. What do y'all think when I get to Texas, which is gonna be any day now? Shanna and I need to start our own channel. What should we call it? That's what we were talking about earlier. Like,
Yeah.
what would
What would
Shanna and
be the
I
name
name?
of our channel?
Yeah, it would be like a
And
combination of Shanna and
China,
I.
you're gonna have to make the channel because I'm scared to death to even make a new channel.
Oh, I got you. I
I
just
don't
don't
have
have.
any sock accounts or nothing. This is all I got, you guys, because I'm scared to do anything else. I don't want to screw up my what I got going because I don't know my passwords and everything.
I can relate to that too.
So I can't. I automatically sign in because it just automatically signs in. I don't
And I just sent her a card with how many gigabytes?
128 gigabytes. You
It's
what?
got like so much
And plus,
room.
I cannot make a video and then upload it to YouTube. They've been freezing my videos, so I
Okay,
will
this
make
is what I'm
videos.
gonna.
But this is what I'm
This.
gonna do. I'm just gonna go live and share my videos that I do record because I
But let
it's
me
the only
tell
way I
you,
can do
it's
it.
gonna take forever to upload that live stream. Like this one we're doing right now. No matter how long we do it, it's gonna be tomorrow afternoon before they do it. But I was gonna suggest that if you give me your I can fix everything from here. I just need your password and all that. I can go in there and fix
I
whatever
can't
you want me
tell
to.
you that because I don't even know it because I picked something totally random so that it wouldn't be something that could be accessed by, anybody that might know me. I didn't
Well,
want to
next
pick
time it should
something that
be
could be
password.
I picked
Next one
something
should be a password.
totally random so nobody would be able to hack my shit.
Okay, but
And
you
I
can
didn't
go through
write it
your
down. I was like,
email.
I'll remember that. And then no.
You
Mm.
can go through your email, and I can fix that when we get there. So, any suggestions on the name? I can't even look at the phone because I gotta post it up like this so I can see Shanana. So it's just giggles and the mocks, the giggles. You want to jump on? We're on the cell phone, by the way, guys.
Come on, Giggles. Get up on in here. And I want to say howdy to 1111 Code. I was in his live stream earlier. I
I think
wasn't on
he's
the
gonna kick
panel.
my ass in live streaming though. I mean, he did. Last time
I am
I
so happy he's able to go
me
live. That's
too. You know, the reason we don't know a lot of our people is because they're not allowed to go live yet. If you remember, when we started doing this, you could go live. It didn't matter how many
at
faces.
any
It
time. Yeah.
didn't matter. So they allow us to use our cell phones to get subs, and all of a sudden it was like, you can't go live unless you get 1,000 subs. So what does the other people do? I think that was screwed up, and then we introduced them to Mobizium.
Mobizen.
I
Oh my
introduced this
gosh, and I
broad to
mastered
Mobizium,
that.
and she fucking took off with it. She was like, kicking y'all's ass in Mobizium. Mobizium queen for
But I
real.
have to thank you for introducing me to that
No, I
because
think you, because you rocked it. You taught me some shit I ain't even know.
girl,
And I thought I was doing something.
I went all crazy with Mobizen. I think I can still probably just go to Mobizen and still rock it better maybe than I can even do YouTube. You
How is
know?
Chief? What is Chief Strongbow doing differently than you did though? I mean, obviously he's using landscape, but is he doing it from the computer? Because he does all his editing using editing, all
I
his
don't know what
editing.
he uses.
He uses Mobizium. You can see it in the corner of his
Right,
screen.
yeah, he uses Mobizen, but I don't know how he does. I think he may
From
have
the
a
laptop.
computer or
Hmm.
something because he can do editing and I
Yes.
couldn't do editing. So anyway, Chief is rocking Mobizen. He is.
Isn't he killing it? And he has not changed. He's not switched up. He don't care. It's just like, this is what I'm used to. And that's what, for years he's been using that one.
Well, that's what I liked that you also said is that you mentioned many different channels and they have their niche, what they do, and
Yeah.
and we don't change. That's what we do. Like my thing was I make sky videos and I share those, but then I have my live streams that I did on Mobizen was me just sharing everybody's stuff. That
Yeah.
was I love to share everybody's videos, and I don't do that a lot anymore, you guys, because I've just had a lot more in my life going on. Like right now, it's amazing that I'm here because my son's usually here and he's like, Mom, I don't want you on the phone, blah, blah, blah.
Our
But
kids.
he's at a friend's house right now, even though his problems
Perfect
earlier.
China, so China can get in where she fits in. Because I think about going live, but I was gonna use because I knew that Mark was gonna go live, so I was gonna use Prism. I love that Prism app. That Prism, but the only thing about that is it doesn't show up on your feed. It never shows up on your feed. I don't know why that is. So I was gonna do it and just play around, and then you called, and then everything just came together. And I like sitting there too, when knowing that I don't feel bad because you got to get them to go to work tomorrow. I'll be like, I can't for too long.
Yeah, I don't have to work tomorrow. I do have a kitchen that is a hot mess that I do have to deal with tomorrow because I hadn't dealt with it in like a week and it's bad. Ooh,
Hey,
girl,
I
I'm
get
so lazy when I get home from work. I don't do shit. I'm like, I ain't got
you know
time
what?
for that.
Man, you should go in your yard, kick up your feet, play with
That's
your
what I
stuffed
do.
animals, and shoot shit.
That's what
Have
I
you
do.
ever, like, I don't know why I see this, but I see this when I get into your kitchen. I told you I cook a lot. I cook a lot here. Oh, I made some hellified spaghetti tonight. Oxtails. Do you like oxtails?
I don't know what that is.
Have you never eaten oxtails?
Never even heard of it.
Oh my gosh, Shanna Honey sound like pony. Shanae, really? Oh my god. Oxtail. You've never had oxtail. Ever.
No, but I'll eat anything. Okay, I have to recant that. I will eat anything that cannot eat me.
Okay. I prefer to
I
eat
I
things.
won't I won't eat shark. I won't eat alligator. I won't. If something can eat me, I don't want to eat it because I'm scared it might have ate a person before, and I don't want to eat something that has like another person in
This is just the tail of an ox.
it.
And there's like, to each bone, there's like 4 different outings on it. I mean, it's like, it tastes like uh, roast. It tastes like a roast, but like marinated in this. Oh my god, girl, it falls off the bone like as soon as you just like. I want
It's
to
a
make you some.
tail. It's a tail of an ox.
Yes, and it is so good. Oxtails. I can't believe Shanna. You what? You're a collard green kind of girl, aren't you?
And
With
I've never
cream.
heard of anybody eating the tails of any creature.
How many people
it
on the
it
chat have ever
sounds
heard
a
about
bit
oxtails?
weird to me.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm gonna have to take a bit of a step back moment. I'll be back. You know me. I've been I've been down in these for a bit, and Nature calls. I gotta go
I
water
know
the
she used
tree.
to take me to the potty with her. Now she don't do it no more. Why?
I don't want to do it when I'm live.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. Go on, go water your tree. So I'm
Okay.
gonna play with my
I mean,
pipe.
I could take you with me, but
You
this
go water your
microphone.
tree.
This microphone's really good, and you'll hear me peeing, and I don't want anybody to hear me peeing.
Water your tree, and I'll play with my pipe.
All right.
Trying to get it to hit. What's up, everybody? I'm in like rare form because Markster messed around and got the right kind of beer. Yingling. Shouts out to Markster. He has tried every kind of beer with me, but he brought home some Yingling, so yeah, I'm smoking. And I wanted to try out StreamYard from my phone, but how in the hell can anybody tell me how do we screen share on this app? Do I split my screen? I don't know because it gives you an option on forward camera, back cam. I know on YouTube when they first started doing the screen share capability, what happened is they give you an option. There's a little button up there that says you can flip it to if you're playing a game or something. It's the same thing as gamers use the same shit we do, but you can't do it on StreamYard from an iPhone. And if you can, please enlighten me. Giggles! Hey, Giggles, you want to join? This is fun. Let me see how many I can fit on my phone. How many I can get, you know, in there. Look, y'all. Look at that picture. I want to go. I want to stretch the screen and see if it. Oh! Oh! Oh, snap! Did it get bigger for y'all, too? Yeah. I did not know I could do that. That's freaking awesome. Shanna Honey. Let me see. Did it get bigger for you guys? 10 deaths now, up to on the cell phone. Look, Shanna. The
What
screen
am I
bigger?
looking at?
The screen got bigger. I made it wider. You not see that?
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Uh-oh. I might be onto something. You guys, I tried it in the beginning and I ended up screwing up some shit. There's got to be a way to screen share now. The only way I could think about doing.
There is there. I went through a tutorial for it, and you the steps to do it, girl, is
But see,
it's
it would be.
hard. It's hard to share on your phone.
I know
I
it
went through
would
the
be.
steps. I couldn't do it. I tried it. I went live. It was I don't know. It's been a while back, and I guess I had Peachy Rider on, and I tried to screen share multiple times, and every time I did it, I hung up on everybody and ended.
You see, it
And
gives you options like here when you're on your iPhone. Anytime you go to Google, it gives you an option to go through all your pages that you've been. I mean, unless you've deleted them, they're there. So I'm thinking that that's the way to do it, but I'm scared if I push a button, it's going to screw me up.
exactly.
But we can go bigger. Look at that. See? Now I can truly see your son's or your UFO picture back there. You want to explain that to people?
Okay, you guys. This right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here.
That guy.
I
Yeah.
want to believe that I don't want to believe in that anymore, you guys. But that is a part of my past. My son bought that poster for my husband and me and it's like an actual replica of the one right behind Fox Mulder's desk they had on the wall because we were both huge X-Files fans.
Yes.
Huge. Like, I've seen every episode of X-Files. And so my son bought that for us. So it's just a part of my past, and I'm not going to let it go because it's part of my journey,
I
and
think
I'm
it's
not going to
cool.
let it go. I
can't wait
never
to get
believed
going.
in aliens, though. I do want to make that clear. I never believed in aliens. I always believed that it was demons. I always did. Always. I never thought aliens existed.
Well, I didn't. Well, I've always thought that they did exist, but I think that now we are the aliens. I think everything that is above us was here way
Because
before.
we don't belong here.
Mm-mm.
I mean, God put us here, but this is not our home. And, I remember me reading you that song that says, "This world is not our home. We're just passing through.
Yep.
My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I just can't feel at home in this world anymore." This
just
is not
fun.
my home.
I don't think it's my home either. I mean, hell, where I come from, I can't say that either because then you're really gonna put me in the psycho ward. I'm just saying, like life should
Oh,
be a whole
that's
lot more
another
simpler.
thing.
What's that?
Mm, that's another thing I want to talk about is that we.
I'm playing with
Yeah, I
Monarch. Go
should let
ahead.
my hair down. Like, okay, look, I got a little bitty whoop whoop.
I like your whoop whoop. Now that your hair is short, you should just let it flow.
I know, but I still got to put it up for work because I hate my hair on my face. I hate it.
We are so hairy. You sure we ain't got the same daddy?
My daddy looks like a freaking gorilla.
I don't know what my dad looks like. I never met the man. Never seen him.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm a
But
product of a one night stand. Go figure.
I did want to talk about what we talked about earlier because I don't. Did you see Darth deep inside the rabbit hole go to the nursing home and talk to? Can't remember her name. It was an old lady in the nursing home, and he went and talked to her about who Dr. Deep inside the rabbit hole, Ditrh Darth. No, you don't know Darth. Oh, okay. Well, he went into a nursing home and was talk. He went to see his mom,
Mm-hmm.
and he met the oldest person in the nursing home. She was I can't remember how old she was, but she was old, and he talked to her about flat Earth, and she literally started crying because she was like, I always knew it was, because she remembers when they started teaching flat Earth. I mean, globe Earth, like when it changed, and she
That's
was like,
1800s.
huh. And told her, he talked, it was a beautiful talk. I'm going to have to send you that link because I think her name was Rose, but I don't, Ruth or something like that. And she was like, cried tears of joy that she was like, I always knew it in my heart. And, and like, it was just beautiful,
And can you
beautiful.
imagine though where her head was? Like that's like me being in an old folks home, and when finally somebody comes up and they say something to that extent, and it's something I've always known but never been able, especially back then. You couldn't just come out and say what you felt without being, ridiculed or burnt to the stake or whatever the case may be. Like that, you just made me cry. Like that's so sweet.
I'm sorry. It
It's a
was
good
very
thing.
beautiful. But the reason I brought that up is because we were talking earlier about like the crazy houses, where people are in mental institutes. And I would love to go. Of course, I wouldn't be able to put it online, but all of you, anybody, I think it would be an interesting thing to go to a mental institute and talk to those people and ask them why they were in there
Yeah.
and be honest with them and tell them truly, I want to know what you think about the world and what's going on in your mind because maybe they're not crazy, maybe they're like awake,
I
super
think there's a
awake,
whole lot of maybes up in there.
and maybe they've seen something we don't even know. Maybe they got some information to give us because some of these older people that saw some shit back in the day, maybe they went crazy because they saw some crazy shit, and maybe they're not crazy, maybe they are just awake.
And
And
what
I
killed me
think we
is
could learn a lot from the possible crazy houses.
what killed me today is I was actually watching not The Exorcist. I was watching something on Hulu because that's what I do in my pastime. If I'm not coloring or drawing, I'm watching Hulu, and it was like wow, I forget the name of the damn series, but they were putting people in the what you call it, the hands out, the head out, and talking about he was
Guillotines. I
motivated.
mean, not guillotines, but the
Yeah, the other one.
stocks. The
Yeah, that
stocks.
thing. They put him in there and just like looking at him like, whoa, all they did was have sex. If you people were to take 5 minutes of your time and get inside my head, oh, y'all would have wrote me off as fucking Freddy Krueger a long time ago. Like I'm gonna
Yeah,
just go to the kids. Yeah.
back in the day, we would have been burnt at the stake, had weights
Our
tied around our
mothers, our
ankles and
mothers would
thrown
have,
into the river, some kind of crazy shit. Because
our mothers would have definitely paid the price for us. Probably had to leave the damn country. But what has changed since those days? Being able to do this, being able to sit behind something and say the way you truly feel without repercussions or anybody putting their hands on you. You know what I'm saying? The worst that can happen now is your your reputation. You know, that's really the only thing at risk here, unless you hiding a whole lot of things and you're married and got kids and mistresses and shit like that. But other than that, I can sit back here and talk all the shit I want to talk because y'all can't
And
get to me.
I don't worry about my reputation
I
because
don't either.
I mean,
I'm
I
50.
know a lot of people like do, but I am very
Too
honest with
old for
people.
that now.
I've told people some stories that I've done in my past that I did some horrible stuff, and I know Jesus Christ cleansed me of all that. And I can tell those stories. And I've told him my son. My son knows some insane stuff about me.
Okay.
That
Since you brought
and
that up, I'm going to go grab a beer. Think about the worst. I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. Let's get.
oh, I can't tell you online.
No, 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 nothing crazy, crazy. But what's the craziest thing that you could tell on YouTube that you ever did? I'm just talking not
Okay, I
anything to
might
get you
just
in
tell you my
jail.
craziest crazy. I
I
will.
don't
I
want to talk
will.
about those bags buried in your backyard that have bodies 6 feet under. I want to talk about those people. I want to talk about maybe something embarrassing, maybe something a dare, a do or dare, something like that. I'll tell you mine when I get back.
Go
Yingling.
get you a beer.
I have no doubt you're going to handle that till I get back.
Oh yeah. All right. So, what was I saying? I don't even remember. But man, I'm so sorry. I've not been getting around to all y'all's channels. I've just been crazy swamped. Crazy swamped of like just if it ain't work, it's something here. I mean, that's why I said my kitchen is a disaster because I haven't had time to even deal with that. I mean, I can fix some food, but I ain't got time to clean up. Just ain't happening. But man, y'all, all the people I have been getting to, y'all been putting out some insane, great videos. Man, Giggles, girl, you have been posting like crazy. I can't keep up with you. But man, all the stuff you're uploading is amazing. Amazing. Amazing wake up stuff. Thank you, sister, for doing all you do because I know it takes tons of time. That's like a job itself. So you are like
Giggles,
rocking it.
Giggles is doing what if she was allowed to do, man, she'd blow YouTube off the map. Bye.
Girl, she is rocking in what she's doing though. Like,
I
and
think we're
like,
all born to do this. But Giggles, see, Giggles, like we were saying earlier. Oh, let me shut the door because I'm echoing. Giggles is that part of us that we are not. You
do
know,
what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Giggles, she's that part of us that we know about, but we are not, and it's vice versa. You know, she's not much into the skies, but she's definitely a part of this puzzle. It's just like Riz and Chief Strongbow and Colorblind and Monarch and
Yeah, everybody
whatever.
does their part, and
Mm-hmm.
and that's what's okay. This is interesting. Is that oh man, I wish I could think of the scripture, but the body of Christ
Uh-huh.
is described as Christ is the head,
Sorry, hot
and
flash. This is what
each
happens.
each individual of the body of Christ, like in the church, because the church is not what people make it out to be. The church is the people that, that are in Christ, and you may be the into my little pinky, you know, and okay, in the body of Christ, you might be the pinky, you might be the pinky toe that keeps you from falling over. Other people may be the calf. We all have our own part in this
To
body
keep
to
our
play,
equilibrium equal.
and each part is very important. If you cut off your little toe, it's very hard to keep balance or whatever.
Yeah.
Every part of the body of Christ is important, and everybody in this family is playing their own part of what they need to do. That's why they do it because they are compelled. They are compelled by this spirit around them, which I call it the Holy Spirit. We are drawn to do what we are doing because that is our part, and that's your working of your body in the body of Christ. That's my opinion.
So when it says he's coming to get his church, what does that mean?
The people, the we are the church. The
Us?
people are You know, when I was a kid, there was this thing. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know where my hands are. Hang on. And it said,
They're right there.
it was like, oh, I can't even remember it now, but it was like, here is this building. I'm doing it wrong.
Here's the
Here's this
steeple. Here's the
building, and here's the steeple.
right.
Open up the doors, and here's
These
all the
are the people.
people which make up the church. You know
Here is my
that
church. Here is my church. I'm trying to
what
remember it
it's the
now.
people. It's the people inside. It's the church. That building has nothing to do with the church. It's the people, and it has nothing to do with the whole organization thing of that. It's
Is
just
this where people get the rapture from then?
no.
Whenever he says he's coming to get his church?
No, the rapture is nowhere ever mentioned in the Bible.
It isn't, is it?
Mm.
I thought
No,
you were telling
when
me something different.
there, okay, there is a rapture. the The word rapture just means coming back. You know, it's like and taking away. Well, we will be taken away, but that isn't going to happen until Judgment Day. There, what you may be asking is the pre-trib rap. You know, there's no pre-trib. We're going to go through some shit. There is nobody getting out of here. The only way you're getting out of here before that is if you die before that. You know, if you die before the crap happens,
You know,
good on you.
I
Good
often
on you
say
that
that.
you don't have to suffer the shit. But you know,
I
I
often say
think
I
we're
feel
gonna
okay
see
if
it.
I go. I often say that. But now that I'm so deep into this, I want to see what happens. You know, I
Oh,
actually
girl,
want to see it now.
I used to be that way. I used to be that way because I was like, I was like, oh man, I want to see Jesus come in the clouds in the sky, and I want to see the saints rise up out of the ground, and because it says that he will take the the dead in Christ first up out of the graves, and we will see that happen.
But what about the ones that
And
aren't
I
in the
wanted to see that
graves? What about the ones
happen.
that are cremated? How does that happen?
Oh, it's the same thing. It's the same. It don't matter if you're cremated, blah blah blah, whatever. The dead
I
in
want to
Christ
see.
will
I want to
rise
see.
up.
I want to see Yeshua whip his ass and toss his ass in that pit. I just
We'll
want to
see.
see it.
I don't know that we're gonna see that.
I know, but I'm just
I
saying.
don't
That's
know
what
that
I
the
like to
Bible
see.
has anything saying we will see that. But the thing is that I used to want to see all that, and now I'm like, okay, I realize all the stuff that's going to come before that, the
3 days of
tribulations
darkness.
of tribute of so bad that has it's going to be so bad that there will be more death and destruction of all the wars that have been since the beginning of time in this time frame that we're talking about. More, it's going to be something that no man has ever seen of horrible shit.
And
And I
please help
realize
me
I
out with
don't want to
this.
see that.
Help me out with this. What are these candles that we're supposed to be burning? They're blessed candles that we're supposed to be burning during that 3 days of darkness.
I don't think
Before the 3 days of darkness,
where are you
seven.
getting this the candle thing?
There's oh God, where'd I get it from? It's in the Bible. Where he talks about during the 3 days of darkness, you're supposed to burn
Are
these
you talking
candles.
about the lamps?
Are they lamps or candles?
Because there is the tale of the virgins and their lamps, and some virgins didn't have enough oil to burn their
No,
lamps
no, no,
until
no,
the
no. This ain't that. This is like some candles that you're supposed to be burning during the 3 days of darkness, where it tells you to cover your children's ears. Don't listen to anything that's going on outside. If you burn these candles, even the wind from any demon or anybody can't blow out these candles.
okay,
It's
that's not in the Bible.
it's not in the Bible nowhere.
No,
Am I making this up?
no, it's not in the Bible.
Okay, where am I getting this from? There's something about
I don't know.
you shitting me.
Giggles said unscented candles. So Giggles, do you know what she's talking about? I do not.
And oh yeah, Giggles is the one I should ask about those three women, huh? There's three
Oh yeah,
ladies.
Giggles.
There's three ladies that predict the future of the end of time for mankind. They're anonymous, but they predict it, and I can't think of their names. I've had several people tell me that I remind them of one, and I've heard this story. I know it exists,
And I don't know this story at all.
There's
And I
three.
don't know anything about these candles either. So
No,
I
there's
cannot
three.
I cannot help.
Three women of something. What's their names? The three women of something. They predict the
I
end
know
days.
about the 3 days of darkness, but I don't know about the
Well,
burning of the candles thing.
even before the 3 days of darkness, there's going to be like 7 weeks where you're supposed to stay in your home. I just did some research on that today.
Well,
Uh,
there will be a tribulation. It says to like, we that's why it says there's that's why people say get out of the cities and get to the mountains or something, because there are scriptures talking about that, and it does talk about the 3 days of darkness.
uh huh.
Uh,
What's
that
the
where
lady? What's the women's name? I'm sorry, I'm talking giggles. Are you biting your nails?
no, I just got them read.
Thinking?
I sit like this a
You're like
lot with just.
Atlas.
I'm like the thinker, although the thinker used to be like this,
Yep, sure
and
did.
now he's like this. Yeah,
With the,
but
the
that's
hair.
another thing I wanted to talk about. You talked about the Mandela effect the other on your live stream, and I agree with you. I don't think anything's changed. I think we were deluded and brainwashed to see what we saw, and now we can actually see what it is.
Is that what it is? Because our minds have been so cluttered and cloudy with all this bullshit that we didn't see. What? Because I'm telling you, people, I go back to my videos from 5 years ago, and I see shit that wasn't there before, and it's because I couldn't see it. I didn't have the ability to see it. So when you do see something that has changed, you're like, oh God, somebody came back. Man, they don't stop with this bullshit. I'm about to get real ruthless. I think
Well,
Shanna likes it when I do that. Stop
I
with this
do.
CERN shit. CERN did not go
It's not
back. And
CERN.
I know, but that's what a lot of people do. Oh my God, they went back a couple of years and they changed shit. How much work is that? Didn't we already said our God's a simple God? He's so simple. He would never,
I was just talking to Stay Strong yesterday about how simple God is. Oh my goodness.
it's just crazy the way people think. Like you just let me think of a spinning globe through infinite space with all these other structures around us that have to organize with just us.
We,
Bullshit.
man, likes to make shit complicated.
Yes.
But
Yes.
God, okay, God is complicated, but in his grandeur, he's very simple. And simplicity is the beauty of how God works. But yeah, you look at the mechanics and how the human body works, or anything works, the frog or whatever. We are a very um, intricate
What makes the
thing.
heart beat? The blood flow, or what makes the blood
What
flow?
makes
The
it all
heartbeat.
work? The breath of God, puts that is, you know, uh, and we'd like to make all of that complicated, but it's really simple. And all of these things, like, I think the Amish almost have it very close, because they don't take medicine, they don't go to the doctors, they don't do any of this shit, because they understand that God made such a beautiful creation that it can heal itself, and you don't need to do all those things.
And then these shiesty
As
people, I
long
know
as you have, like,
they make fun of the Amish. I'm sorry to cut you out, but it just like
no,
you touch something that I don't like it when people make fun of the way anybody lives their life. You should never ever make fun. And while y'all sitting back making fun and poking, I keep looking up here like it's where I'm supposed to be looking. Yeah, y'all sit back and y'all make fun of this and make fun of that. But let me tell you something. These people who are not listening to the radio, who are not watching television, who are not concerned with anything else in their immediate family, those are the ones that are going to come out on top. Those are the ones who are not. Uh,
those are the ones really in tune, and in touch
absolutely,
with God,
absolutely,
because they're not
absolutely.
tainted. My
Yep.
sister sent me a meme the other day and said, I can't. I'm gonna totally butcher this. I can't remember what it said, but it was like basically, COVID don't exist in the Amish community because they don't have TVs. you know, which is so true, because it exists because we're told it exists.
Because they don't get the flu shot. First of all, let's
That's
see.
true.
The Bible that outlawed. Google said Geneva Bible that was outlawed replaced it in the Bible that it has changed as Okay, but did you ever give me an answer for the three ladies?
She said she didn't know what, she doesn't know it.
Yeah. Oh, I can do that. Look. Oh, I forgot I can do that here. Look at that.
No clue about the three women. She don't have a clue.
People, there are three women. I promise you. I don't know how to get that off. There's three women that predicted. I keep wanting to pick up my phone to Google it, and I can't because I'm on it.
And you can't, yeah.
There are three women. There were elderly women. They predicted the future of the end of the world. They are called the three something.
I don't know the
Oh,
story.
Mark, I see your phone
Mark,
moving.
Google. Yeah, giggles. The Amish know how to live. And they have no electricity or cell towers, nothing. They have nothing. And that's actually a key point, giggles, is they don't have cell towers. So they can't get the COVID or whatever because that works through
Three women
5G.
predicted
So they
the
don't
end
have
of the
5G around
world.
them. Anyway, yeah. This is everything is so freaking layered of multifaceted, stacked upon crap. Everything. It's like, man.
This is. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go crazy until I get this. I'm gonna get this. There are three women of three women of. What should I ask Google?
I don't know. It's too, like I said, I told you, it sounds like a story of like the.
No, these are real three women. I mean, they really did exist, and people really did. Ooh, I push buttons. Um, three women predicting the end of the world 100 years ago. Shit.
It still
Y'all,
might have got it.
if I could talk to Siri, Siri's smarter than Google. Hey Siri. It won't do it when I'm live. Oh, pushing buttons. Nope. Go back.
Don't push buttons.
I know. I'm trying not to. It keeps switching me back and forth. There we go. All right. Y'all, when y'all hear this, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, that's what she was talking about." I already know it. Watch.
It's very possible. I might be
Well,
like,
you want to
oh,
post it in chat,
yeah.
but they can hear us. Oh, it's just cell phones. I know, especially no cell towers. Hello, Amish will live forever. I don't know. That's kind of creepy though. To think about these older men. I think they're sleeping with younger, teenage, with no segregation at all. I don't know. I think there'd be a whole lot of cheating going on behind the scenes. I'm just saying. That's just me.
Are you talking
Nothing
about the
to influence.
Amish?
Yes.
Well, back in the day, like I would say 50 years ago, people married a lot younger. Like the men were older and they married a woman younger.
Mary was
Because,
14 when she had Jesus, right?
oh, I have no idea.
14 or 15.
As far as I know, the Bible does not talk about an age or anything.
I don't know where the hell am I getting all this information at then? Am I just
But
making up shit? I could be
my
doing this so long. I could be just making it up off the top of my head.
my
Could be.
many of us can, if we're old enough, can look back at our grandparents, and our grandfathers were probably quite a bit older than our grandmothers, and they got married at a very young age because he was already well established, and the family wanted to marry their daughter off to a already not well established, but they could provide for them, and so that's just how it was. And I don't see anything wrong with that because
Later.
I I'm not super young. I'm not talking like, I think once a girl hits puberty and is able to whatever, you know, I think it's okay for if she finds somebody that she loves to marry them. And I don't care if he's 10 years older because he's established, he can take care of her, and it gives her the ability to bond with him because she's young enough to become part of him, and
But what about? I mean, what the hell would you do if all of a sudden you were pregnant? I'm talking about Mary, of course. All of a sudden you're pregnant. You're going to give birth to the Son of God, and you were a virgin. And I mean, you had to go to your husband. I'm not going to get started because y'all know how I feel
she
about Mary.
wasn't
I love
even
Mary.
married. She wasn't even married at the time, I don't think.
I thought they were married already.
No.
Shit.
And so
But that's even worse.
I don't even think she was married at the time, and Joseph took her to
Wasn't she
save
stoned?
her.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. From my understanding of the scriptures, they were not married when the Holy Ghost came to her and got her pregnant. That's my understanding. I could be
So wait a
wrong.
minute, the Holy Ghost came and got her pregnant? I thought it was just immaculate, like bam, she was pregnant.
Well, that was the Holy Ghost came to her and said, "You will be." It's not like the Holy Ghost
You're
had
gonna have
sex
a
with her or
son,
something.
his name gonna be called
No,
Jesus, yeah. Wow.
but
I'm still
yeah, and I do not think that Joseph and Mary were married yet. They were engaged, and she became pregnant, and he
that's
still
even
married
worse.
her. Hmm.
That's even worse.
I
Now do you
know.
see that's now do you see
I
where I give
I do think they were
props?
engaged, though. I think they were already betrothed because Joseph brings the bloodline of David, and Mary brings the bloodline of David. That way, it could be of no dispute that Jesus Christ, even if even if people wanted to say it wasn't Joseph's, uh, if they
How would
wanted to
they
say they
prove it
had the
though?
baby together, because even if they wanted to say Joseph wasn't the dad, which he wasn't, but if people said, oh, well, they had sex out of wedlock, God made it where Joseph was a lineage of David because Jesus Christ was foretold to be of the line of David. Jesus Christ fulfills so many things predicted in the past of being from the bloodline of David and different things. So they couldn't have it disputed either other way. So that's why Joseph, the dad of Jesus, which is not even his biological dad, is a direct lineage of King David because it had to be fulfilling the prophecy.
You talk about bloodlines and things. I wonder, like, where did Adam had to be? I mean, Eve had to do something crazy in order to start two bloodlines anyway, right? Good seed, bad seed.
Uh,
That with a serpent.
there's some stuff in the
He
there's
had
some
legs.
stuff
If he had legs, he had a penis.
there's some stuff in Jewish mythology and magic that
Mm-hmm.
says that when I don't necessarily believe this, and I don't necessarily knock it either, but
Okay.
that uh, when he tempted her at the tree and she ate of the fruit, that they had sex, she got pregnant, and then she went and gave Adam the fruit, and they had sex. She got two embryos because she dropped two eggs, and they both got fertilized by both sperms, and one of the sperms, which was Cain, which killed Abel, was Satan's seed, and then
Right.
Abel, which was Adam's seed, and Cain killed Abel. That's why he had that wickedness in him, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
God didn't accept his offering as well because he was Satan's spawn. I don't know if that's true. The Bible doesn't speak about that, but there is some legends and Jewish history to speak about that.
But you would have to know that some things are going to be left out in the Bible. I mean, whether it was raw material or not. I'm going to shut this door so I don't have an echo. I still have your phone, Mark. Um, wherever fault lies, it's
I don't
always
say
going to
that's
lie. You
true,
got
and I don't say it's false. I gotta put that disclaimer out there because I have found no proof of that being either way. From my knowledge, Eve had both of them from Adam, but it kind of does make sense, and that's why God like was upset with uh Cain's his offering the first time God asked for an offering, and
Mhm.
he never asked for any animal offerings. God never asked for animal offerings. That they came to him with that. And what's weird is that he accepted the animal offering from Abel, which was Adam's son, and and this is from what I'm told, and
I
he
know, but
did.
you know what I'm sitting there thinking, like, why would God accept anything that came from a blood offering?
Well,
That's where I
when
have to
they
stand my ground
offered the
because
blood offerings, I've talked to you about this before. When they offered the blood
I
offerings, it was to feed the people. It wasn't like it was going to waste or something.
oh, so you mean it wasn't in the what?
When the Levites, the people would come to the temple and offer their sacrifices,
Mhm.
they were basically having a barbecue.
So they're feeding other people, not just like giving it to him, making a blood sacrifice.
No, it wasn't just completely
Oh,
burnt up. It was to feed the priest of the temple, because they solely devoted themselves to doing God's work, and so the people would bring their offerings to the priests, which was the tribe of Levi, and
okay,
and it was to feed all of their families.
okay.
So it wasn't like,
I didn't
oh,
think it
just
was
a
forever.
waste. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, and God didn't even ask. He never asked the people to do that until the people started offering animals to him, and he was like, "Okay, well, we'll make use of this." And so he put it. He made laws of why we do this, and it was to feed the priesthood. And when I say priesthood, I don't mean something from like the freaking Catholic Church. This is a whole different thing.
So what are your thoughts on? I was watching something else earlier. I watched so much today. Are your thoughts on like Leviathan? Any beast that's in the Bible, right? Supposedly we're supposed to eat them, like cut them up in pieces and feed them to us. Do you think there's some kind of a hidden message in there somewhere, or is that literally like find him, kill him, and eat him?
I do not know. I'm so sorry about that sound. My pup.
What is that?
It's my son's dog, Sweetie. He's got this like
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
squeaky toy,
is it a
and
pig?
it's a
Oh, bless his
pig.
heart.
It's a pig, and
I heard
makes
it.
it
Bless his
sounds just
heart.
like a pig.
He's so beautiful though. That fur. I mean,
Oh,
he's
I
got a good fur.
know he does, and he's fat. Oh my God, he's so
I know.
fat.
I've seen him. He's beautiful. I'm gonna find these three women. I can't believe none of you guys know who these three women are, especially Giggles. I know I'm
I
not
don't
making this.
I don't know the scriptures of where we're told to eat the
Well, you know
leviathan.
what? These women may not even be in the Bible. They may not be in the Bible at all.
It may be some folklore story.
No, it's not. There's three women that they predicted the end of the world, and but like they've been on a hush hush forever, and now all of a sudden they're coming back out. And I've had a couple people tell me that I remind them of one of them. So I've been looking them up, and I can't think of the damn name of them. And I don't want to go back and ask them. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. But it's before,
Oh,
sometimes when you
thank you,
answer
but who are you
comments,
talking about?
thank you, but yeah, like I don't want to seem that ignorant, which I am. They're
I'm
three
fixing to
old
take that
women.
toy away from him. I'm like, man,
Is it the toy? Or is it him making that noise?
it's the toy. He bites it. It's a squeaky toy, but it makes the
Oh,
sound of a pig.
yeah, you might want to take that from him because I'm about to start in a minute. We're gonna start talking, snorting. All right, check this
All
out.
right,
It's
hang
a
on. I gotta
story
do
of.
something.
It's a story. I'm gonna say it again.
It's bothering me.
It's a
Oh.
story of three women. Check your head. I have to do it because I get that ponytail hair. Like I have my hair up so long, it hurts my head. If I let it down, it feels so good to scratch it. Look at
You
Shanna.
making me want. You making me want to take my hair down. I was like, I gotta
Yeah,
get my
you
hair
know you
down.
gotta make me a full hat before I get to Texas, right?
I will. I will ask my husband to make you one. He made mine. It's like
Of
right over
course,
there.
I need a full hat. I have hats. You can just take some foil, put it around it, but it won't mean the same if I do it. All right, check this out. Scenario, right? There's three older women. They're standing like in an alley or I don't know. They're standing somewhere, and a little person comes up to them, and they start telling her the end of the prophecies, the end of the world. But they were hush hush. Like ever since the time that they spoke, they've been hushed about. And I'm recently finding out about them. I can't remember their names.
I have never heard this, so I cannot help.
People. Giggles. You if Giggles don't know that, I must be making it up.
I don't think you're making it up. I believe this story is out
three
there,
women
but
of three women of something. Google. Here's some matching news articles. Hey Google, please find me the three wise women that spoke of the end of time. Three wise women. Nope, nope, nope. And okay, the book of the prophet Daniel speaks of a time. Nope. Why are you yelling? What?
I ain't yelling.
Not you, silly. Mark.
Give me that pig. This is the pig.
You sound like a
And
pig.
he loves this thing. It's like his baby. He's like, oh, he's wagging his tail at me. He's like, give it back, give it back.
Can't you take the pig sound out though? Can't you take it like pull it from
I
there?
mean,
I mean, not for
it's got
us.
the tail and all, you know. I gotta
Somebody
give it
help me.
back. I gotta give it back to him because he's like,
Yeah.
please, mama, give. Actually, I'm grandma.
Oh my god! I'm telling you, I'm gonna find this. It's gonna blow your mind. That's what you were talking about, China. Having hair on my head. What creation? Following their own selfish desires, it would say that here's the promise of his coming. What are you,
Oh, I'm.
Mark? What were you saying? What did you post?
He posted
No, it's not
Second
in the Bible.
Peter 3:1,
Hold on.
1 through 4.
I
This
done something.
is now
Oh,
the second
oh,
letter that I am writing to you,
I
beloved,
think I
in
just.
both.
It's not. Yeah, it's not in the Bible though. I think I just found out how to screen shoot. Uh, accidentally. Watch. Hold on. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I misconstrued people. Oh, I think I can do this. Look. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go do the radar. Let's see. Tell me what pops up. We have updated privacy. Yeah, I understand. Can you still see me, Shanna?
No, I cannot see you. Where'd you go, China? I can't see you. I can't hear you either. Oh, no. Are you hitting
Nope.
buttons?
Yeah, I did it on purpose though because it's tabs, you guys. If you use tabs, I can go back.
That's how you do it. You have to use tabs.
Yeah, you use your tabs, and that's how you can go back and you can probably screen share.
You put
If I make
you have to save them and put your tabs in Chrome or what. It's got to be in Chrome, I think. But I can't do it.
Yeah, I know because you're on an Android. Hold on. I wish I could talk to Siri. Somebody ask Siri. Ask Siri about the three old women that predict the end of the world. I'm gonna find out who they are. I promise you. Help me, Wanda.
Help me, Wanda. Help me, Wanda.
I'm surprised you know that. Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Who's Wanda?" The person I'm asking to help.
Girl, I know a lot of old music because my parents they listen to the classic old rock. You know, I used to ride in my daddy's tractor, and we would listen to the Hollies on an 8-track in his tractor.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know tractors had 8 tracks.
Yeah, that was top of the line back when I was a kid. Yeah, 8-track in there.
What?
Give me that stupid pig.
Do you have pictures and stuff like that?
No,
Oh,
I wish I did. My
did we have cameras back
grandfather
then?
bought
No.
he bought a give me that and shut up. Sorry. My grandfather bought a track. It was a Poppin' Johnny. Do you know what a Poppin' Johnny is?
No.
Okay, it's a tractor that was like it didn't have a cabin, like a cab. It was an
Mhm.
open tractor, like
Like you just
it
got
did.
in and sit down.
Yeah, you just got in and sat down. You didn't have no doors or nothing, but it had these bars that went off the side, and it had kind of an umbrella that went over the top, and that was like top of the line. I got a picture of my grandpa on that tractor when he first got his black and white, and he was so proud that he bought that tractor where he could be out of the sun. It was like,
Aw. How much land did he have to plow and stuff? Like how much?
well, my grandfather when he passed away had a little over 5,000 acres.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit! 5,000? I can't even
Yeah,
walk an acre.
my when he passed away, he had 4 kids,
Aw.
and each kid got 1,000 acres. My mom and dad got a little less than 1,000 acres because they got the house, and in their will, I get their house.
Aw. You gonna make me cry again.
It's it's a 2 story. The bottom half is built into the side of a hill, so it's all concrete. And if I plowed over the top of the house and took the top half off, they can't tax you for something built as a basement. And my dad's already told me, he's like, once you inherit this, just take the top half of the house off because there's a kitchenette and a bathroom downstairs and a bedroom and a bunch of living area. And so he's like, when you inherit this, you could
Texas?
just plow the top of the house off and you'll be good.
And that's in Texas?
Yep.
Wow.
It's 20 miles from me.
Wow. We have to go look at it. I have to see it.
Oh, when
This
you
reminds me
come,
of.
I'm taking you to meet my parents. Yes, for sure.
That reminds me. Oh my God! Really? Already? No.
And there's a barn on their land that's like probably, I don't know, 5,000 square feet.
See,
It's
this is what I'm saying,
enormous. You
people.
could probably park you could probably park 8 tractors in the barn.
Holy shit! See, I love stuff like that. I like absolutely
And
love
my
it. Even
my dad and my uncle built the barn,
by
and
hand.
it's got a concrete floor, and it's perfectly square with the earth. It's like it's insane. It's so level. And I told my dad, I was like, "How did you get it level?" Because he don't believe in flowers, I'm like, he brags about how level they made it, and I'm like,
You
"How
get
you get
level.
level on a globe? Whatever." Anyway,
Oh Lord. So
yeah, me and my dad
how
fight a
did
little bit about the whole
how do
globe
your
Earth
parents
stuff.
feel about you? You know, all of a sudden discovering that we don't move. How did they
They
feel?
my what the night I actually my that I converted, the night I converted, when my husband was like, "Babe, just read Genesis 1." And I was like, I read it. He said, just read it with an open mind, not thinking of anything you've been taught. I know I've told you this before. And
Right.
I did. And I was like, oh my gosh, how have I not seen this all my life? And immediately I was a flat earther, convinced totally. And I had drank a lot. And I told my husband, I was like, we got to get in the car. I got to go see my mom and dad right now. And I went over. He was like, and we got there. He's like, I ain't getting out of the car. You go ahead and go in. I went.
I don't know.
I went in. I was like, y'all know what? The earth is not spinning. It's not
I remember you
moving.
telling me this
None of
story.
this has happened. And my mom was like, you shut your mouth. You sound like an idiot. Don't you tell that to nobody, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my, they did not accept it whatsoever. And I was very, they, I was shunned for a little while, and I didn't even go, with a little while.
Oh,
And
well, well.
I didn't go see my family for a while after that because I was so disappointed that but mind you, I didn't give them any breakthrough time, and but I was just so
Were
crushed
you the
that my mom.
first? Were you the
I was
first and the only
crushed.
in your family?
Oh yeah. Well, my husband woke me up, but in my blood family,
Love you, Poe.
nobody's awake in my blood family. Nobody.
Which one is worse? Not having anybody awake and you have a blood family, tongue tied, family, or not having a family who you could influence anyway. Like, I think you got it worse than I do. I think that it would be worse having the family and them not acknowledging, what you're going through, as opposed to my situation where there's just nobody there.
Because I have to work for my sister, and she thinks I'm completely nuts about it.
Nuts
She's
about it?
told she's told me I can't talk about any of it at work, or I can't work for her. So,
Yeah, I get that too. With my best friend, who's Brandy, the one who died, she used to always, because she used to get on me for going to a parking lot. Like, I don't go into Walmart. I haven't been in a Walmart in years.
oh, I
Not that
still go to Walmart. I do.
you want me to go to Walmart, but I don't go in. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna film outside. That's what I do. And Brandy got to where she was like, "Good night, 1111 code. He's going to sleep." He's like, "Must have stayed
Oh,
a
good
little bit
night, 1111. Love you,
because
brother.
you're a good duo. We are a good duo." And she would be like, "Don't film." I'm like, "What you mean, Brandy?" She's like, "Man, you can't just pull up and you start filming." I'm like, "Why?"
Why not?
Before she passed, she this was about a year before she died, but she got an understanding of it, but she still would get embarrassed.
I'm
People,
not embarrassed.
please
I will stand
enlighten
in the
me.
middle of a parking lot and be
I
like,
get embarrassed if you
"What?"
have this. I get embarrassed when people have a fucking stick that has a camera to the end of it, and they're outside like,
Oh, when they're taking
that's
pictures of
embarrassing.
themselves. Yes,
Why?
that is
Why
so
not even look at me?
degrading. It's so degrading to themselves. Like, how selfish are you to be taking pictures of yourself?
And guess what happens if you get one bad remark on that on Instagram? Well, it ruins your fucking day. Some people kill themselves over one bad comment, or somebody who didn't agree with your hairstyle or your makeup or your height or your weight or your how you gonna cure yourself over that? So exactly who has the problem here, people? Me taking pictures of the sky, or you taking 100 photos of yourself to post one on Instagram?
That's sad. That's so sad.
Very sad. But people trying to make us feel some type of way because I'm filming the sky. You're not the one that has to reckon with this. When somebody comes up to me, of course I used to be like, well, it used to get on my nerves. But now I'm just like, well, what do you see in the camera? You know what? What are you filming? Well, why don't you just take a look? Tell me what you see.
Oh, I've
That's what
had
I
that
do
so many
now.
times. I be in Walmart, and like I said, I've gone to Walmart 3 times since all this has started,
Mm-hmm.
and I like actually going to Walmart so that I can like sh- go in there and smile at everybody and be like, "What's up? How you
You
doing?"
need to record it next time,
I
Shanna.
talk to everybody I see in there. Literally, I do, because I want them to see me, recognize I do not have a mask on, I ain't scared, and that I'm fine. And I want them to be like, she didn't have a mask on. How'd she get in here? Because the person at the door said I had to put a mask on. And I tell them, no, I'm good. Thank you. I politely say when the lady says, our policy, blah, 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 the whole spiel. And I'm like,
Are you
no,
going
I'm
to the?
good. And I just walk right by her, and they
And
don't
this
do
is the
shit.
same Walmart, right?
Same one every time.
Well, they
Same
need to get a
person.
grip and not ask you next time.
Uh, hopefully they will. And I like to go in there so I can greet people and give them a smile, and they can see somebody is not scared of this shit. Because have a little faith, people, that God will protect you. If you don't have faith, he ain't gonna protect you.
And
And
you know what? It
I'm
is
not scared
really.
of no virus anyway.
I can't find these women. It is really I mean, is it the people with the mask on that could contribute to you? Is it the people not wearing the mask that can get it, or vice versa? They have got everything so misconstrued. They don't even know what the fucking truth is anymore.
No, they
You know,
don't.
it's
And
like my son. He was diagnosed. I think all of us are going to be tested positive on this coronavirus.
did you
All of us
see
going to.
Butterbud's video?
Which one?
He made a video sharing somebody's link for talking about Italy, and Italy went against the WHO, the WHO, and because they said if somebody it has COVID, do not do an autopsy. Just it's a condemned body, basically bury it, get it put away, so that nobody gets it. And the
Well,
Italy
I call bullshit on that one. That's so nobody know you murdered their ass and they didn't have in the first place. I'm sorry.
exact well Italy, because they were having such high fatalities with it, um, they they decided to do an autopsy. They went against the regulations and did an autopsy and
And
found that it was a bacterial infection,
mm-hmm.
and they mandated across Italy. I don't know how this is not on mainstream already, but they
Come on
mandated
now.
across their country in Italy to start giving aspirin to the patients, aspirin, and then an antibiotic. I can't. There's two different antibiotics they were given to them, and the next day they released 1,400 patients from the hospital.
Well, okay, yeah, I need to go on there and find that sucker. What? Okay, so when the press, whenever all of us do find out about this, what the hell's going to
So there
happen
may
next?
actually be something going on, but it was basically causing the blood to coagulate, kind of, and not be able to distribute oxygen. It's called thrombosis or something.
Well, I know thrombosis is what I have in my legs. Like, I mean, that's a long story though,
It
but
could be thrombosis. Well, it basically keeps the oxygen from being distributed from the blood to your cells, and it was affecting mostly the lungs and the brain,
and
where it
that's
could not
amazing.
distribute the oxygen. And so these people were dying because the oxygen could not get to their appendages, or whatever, and organs. And so, and they found out through doing an autopsy, they found out it was this, what'd you call it? I said it wrong.
Thrombosis. Thrombosis. I have it in my legs.
And that's
Yeah.
basically where your cells, the blood cannot get the oxygen to your cells. And uh, through giving aspirin and this antibiotic, they
Blood
literally
thinner.
they sent 1,400 people home after giving them this treatment.
Because I was on an aspirin regimen because aspirin is a blood thinner. I chose
Yes,
that instead of getting shot in the belly every single day like I was getting to prevent blood clots when I broke my leg.
isn't
But
that
that's
nuts?
insane.
So, and this just came out today because he just posted that video today,
Okay.
and I think it was a mirror of a different person's video, because it's like a person, and you'll, if you do watch it, the language, it's through one of those computer, you know how some people don't want to be heard, and they'll
Yeah.
pick a computer thing to
Yeah.
talk what they say, and
I
it's
don't
kind
care
of
though. That just
it's
makes
a poor
sense.
translation, because they say some weird stuff that don't make sense, because it's a poor translation of the for, I don't know if they're like,
So do you think Italy is just like off the map? Like fuck y'all, I'm not getting down with this agenda that y'all got going on. I'm not gonna
that's
fuck people. I'm not gonna fuck
that's what
around.
happened. That's exactly what happened.
Wow.
The video talks about that,
Wow.
because
Talking about
Italy said,
standing
"Fuck
up.
this. We ain't gonna listen to the WHO. We're gonna do what we want to do, and we're doing an autopsy." And they did, and they were like, "Mm-mm-mm." And then they sent out the message in their country, and they had 1,400 patients go home in one day.
see, that's the thing with my son Elliot, who is A negative. Um, it from listening to you guys and especially um, Giggles and my boy Cov Cod, listening to them, realizing that membrane.
Citizen of Gotham.
Yeah, when they bust that membrane right here. That's why my son, because this is what they do to ignorant people such as myself. Here I was thinking, okay, Elliot tested negative. I mean positive. And I'm freaking out, like, oh my God, my 25-year-old. Oh God, he just had a baby. I'm losing it, right? But I'm not, I'm not corresponding with them right now because I'm too
I
upset.
know
I'm
you were
crying.
freaking out that they're going
I'm
to take the
freaking out.
baby away and shit like that.
I got the dog pound coming up the driveway talking about Sandy bit somebody when we know she didn't. He had a bacteria eating thing on his leg. I got all this going on at one time, so I never stopped to think like maybe all of us will test positive. Each and every one of us will test positive. But the second day in, or yeah, when he had his second fever, they sent him home, people. They sent my young, beautiful child who was just diagnosed, sent him home to his brand new baby. His baby wasn't 3 weeks old at the time. 3 fucking weeks old. Sent him home to him and the baby mama. So baby mama, she gets a fever too. So then I'm really freaking out. And I'm like, what are the other symptoms? My son's like, I went over there and he was like, Mom, I can't smell, I can't taste. I can't, he said, Mom, look, I can't smell my baby shit and I can't taste my damn weed. I can't do it. And that's when I found out in the midst of all this is when I realized when they put that damn Q-tip up your nose, they break and burst that membrane in your nose.
Yep.
Keeps you from tasting. It keeps you from smelling.
It's just like you holding your nose when you drink something.
Yeah, and that fucking freaked me out. I'm crying, thinking, "Oh my God, here I am preaching about this COVID, and it's what Satan getting me back now. If my son passes from this, I'll kill myself." Yeah, and I went through the whole now. I got 3 other kids, and just like you put me through all that shit for nothing. Thank you, United States. Made me think some type of way, like I was about to lose my kid, which made me think I was going to lose my fucking mind, which is going to make me go get tested. And if I get tested, they're going to say positive.
You're positive. Quarantine. Boom. Take your dog away from you.
Yeah, I think they sent Elliot home because they knew he's A negative, and they're supposedly saying that A negative cannot they can't transmit.
Because you know the tests are 86% false positive.
I do now. It's
86% false positive. Who would take that test? That's nuts. Because okay, it doesn't test to see if you have a virus because they haven't done the golden test, whatever it's called. They haven't run it through the trials it's supposed to be through to do it. So what they're not testing to see if you have a virus. They're testing to see if you have antibodies, basically. And we all have antibodies because if you have if you're on your period, you run a little bit of a fever, you may have antibodies trying to do some stuff or whatever. But anytime your anytime your white blood count is high, you have some antibodies in your body.
That's where I found out I had rheumatoid. Yeah, you're right.
And so that's what they're testing for. So if it could be anything, you could have a common cold, you could have a yeast infection. You could have a bladder, you could have anything and you will test positive. That's the thing. And how many of us are completely well at all times? Sometimes we're sick and we don't even know it, with something. Stop it. Give me that.
And what about the fact that they sent him home? With all this is going on in the news and everything else, you send my son, he tests positive, but you send him home because they already knew that it was bullshit.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
they put us through the ringer as being the outside members of the family.
But I'm glad they did send him home.
I am too.
But I know that put y'all mentally through this whole.
Man.
Because they could have quarantined all of y'all.
Yep. But they didn't because they already knew. that this wasn't going to go anywhere or do anything. You know, the fact that you know what he said. He's like, "Mom, I was out of work for 3 weeks since he's been in the same job for 10 years, 10.5 years." He was like, "Yeah, I was out of work, but I got that $600 unemployment check." Like, yeah,
Nice. Oh, but that's ended now, right?
yeah, it's ended now. But they, you know, they're trying executive decision he made. I mean, come on now. We got NWO, you know, executive orders, but he had to supposedly put in an executive order. He didn't say anything about the stimulus, just that you know the for checks for the unemployment would be like 500 a month instead of 600 a month, or whatever the case may be. I don't care. That's just another way of them making everybody lazy. Why wouldn't a teenager take 600 hours a week?
I
Why
know.
wouldn't anybody take 600 hours a week?
No, that is a way to.
Give us some and take it back so people
And,
can eat
well,
their
and it's
food.
also what else? What are they going to be doing when they are just sitting at home and they're getting all kinds of money? They're gonna be
Just sit.
sitting there on their phones, just Google, all kinds of just like lazy
Yeah,
shit,
you see what they
and
did
being
though, right?
indoctrinated constantly with the TV.
They took a fucking. They baited everybody. They baited them, got them comfortable. Because some of these people that were homeless, they never even had a cell phone in their life. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they let them come up a little bit, and then they snatched that from 'em like a fucking taking baby from a candy. I mean, candy from a baby. They just snatched it up. And
I
what's it
know.
going to cause? Reaction. Everything's going to be a reaction. They're going to be pissed. They're going to be, well, you did this, you took this away, and anything to keep them from going out to find a job that you can't get anyway. You're
I gotta
so
take a
funny
I
when
gotta
saying
take a
that.
break. I'm so sorry, girl. I
No,
keep
I
throwing it
know you're
away
fine
from him and he
too.
keeps getting it. But
You
I'll
go
be
ahead.
right
I don't
back.
care. Yeah, I'll be left here, but I'll be right back too. Hmm? Three women of oh, it's rolling off my tongue, y'all. Three women of not Baphomet. I keep wanting to say Baphomet. That's not it. It's three women, and it's in one of my damn videos. I just don't know where. This lady said it reminds me of the three women of three women. They predicted the future. Where is Chief Strongbow when I need him? I want to say three women of Baphomet, but that's not it, is it? No. Three women of. If I can just find this recent one. Is that it? No, that's not it. No one should have to ignore their health because they can't afford care. Let's see. During a pandemic or ever. I'm Jamie Harrison. My grandfather refused to go to the doctor because we couldn't afford to help me, Wanda. Help me, Wanda. Three women. There were. Oh, shit. You're sitting there like, are you okay? Shanna Honey.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I had my microphone flipped up where you
You're
couldn't
kind
hear
of
me.
stuck like this for a minute. Like, I thought I was in an episode of
I
something
was
like
reading it. I was looking at the chat, girl. Sorry.
the three women of. I want to say Baphomet, but I don't mean Baphomet like the Baphomet, but it's
Man,
making me freaking insane.
I'm going to go totally research it tomorrow. I will find something.
Me too. But I bet you as soon as we get off here, I'll be like, oh, I got it. The three women, they predicted the end of the world. It was like secret. They had to write it down and they sealed it. And it's
Oh,
only been read. It's only been read like so many times, not many times. Three elder women talked about the end of the world. They had their own predictions, each and every one of them. And it's been a secret forever. But now they're out. And I can't find them.
I want to ask you something. This is totally off the wall.
Can I go pee first?
Yes, go pee.
Before you get off the wall, I might have to do a side kick.
Cause I had to go pee, so you go. It's turnabout's fair play. Your turn.
Yep. Hold down the four. I'll be right back.
Hold down it for. Let me go to the chats. That'll give me a chance to catch up on the chats. Giggles, say good night to 1111. Mwah. Love you, 1111. Mark just posted a Bible link. This is where I heard about it, and I'm not sure, but I studied the Bible verses she gave, and I view it as if it happens then. I know this was over a year ago that I saw it from Giggles. Alright, I think I'm kind of caught up. Good night, Markster. Love you, brother. Alright, my son's dog and cat are going nuts. Like, literally. My son's cat becomes like an insane cat about this time of day because she sleeps all day long because nobody's here to play with her. And then this time of day, she wakes up and she just like on everything. She goes nuts. So she's bouncing around. I hear her bouncing around. Anyway, I love you, 1111 code. If you're still here, the Mark shirt, love you, brother. I don't know, Giggles, are you still here? And my hair looks terrible. I don't care. I literally took it out of a sweaty ponytail and I don't care. It's fine. uh, oh, what was I wanting to ask her? I just thought about it. I forget now. Mm, I need a better memory. If anybody can loan me one, that'd be great. Oh my goodness, I just saw the time. It's 1:38. Ooh, we are on late, girl. 1:38. That's late. Thank you, Mark. What? Hang on, I mean, sorry about the dogs, you guys. I don't know what they're barking about. I can hear, I can hear Mark listening to the stream and on the computer in the other
Need Wanda.
room.
Where's Wanda when I need her?
Sorry, my dogs went to bark and I had to mute for a minute, and I don't know what they were barking at, but Sweetie was barking at the ground in my living room. Like, I'm like, God, please don't let it be a rattlesnake.
Where the hell is this?
Maybe Mark. Yeah. What time are you, Mark? What time are you planning on going live? I could totally join you tomorrow. Girl, What was I talking to you about before you went to the bathroom?
Oh, you said that you had something to ask me or something. Or you had something to bring up or ask or. Why is my phone
I don't
discombobulated?
remember.
Oh, I said, can I go to the bathroom first? And you were like, yep.
And I don't remember.
Oh, Lord.
Girl, that happens to me all the time. I'm like so forgetful. And I don't even drink fluoridated water. Mind you, I drink well water.
I was trying. I don't know. Okay, rewind. Can you rewind that? I have Mark.
Rewind my mind.
I'm trying to think of these three sisters. They're sisters. How about that? Is that a hint? They're three sisters, but they're old, and they foresee the end of days. That didn't help, does it? Nope.
No, because that still makes me think of the three sisters that share the one eye.
No, these only shared the same thought, I think.
And they foretell the future, They can see what happens in your life.
It's like the three sisters of bam. Three sisters of that's it.
Is it Malta?
Is Malta a word? I don't know. Is it?
I don't know why. That just popped in my head.
Three sisters of Malta. The three sisters. Here you go. It's a damn restaurant. What the hell? Hold on. What is a Malta? Three sisters that foretold the end of days. Three sisters, elderly sisters that foretold the end of days. Ezekiel's three sisters and their mother. The hell is that?
That could be it. And by the way, Malta's a place. It's like,
It's a place.
yeah.
Ezekiel 16, three sisters and their mother.
Hang on, let me get my Bible. Ezekiel what?
16.
Ezekiel.
Early subdivision in 1995 was given a limited. Was it mentioned? 16? Let me find this out.
Man, I am super burpy tonight.
Oh, are you super drinking?
Yeah.
Later, coffee weather.
I am totally lost. Oh my gosh, I think I'm fixing to have a meltdown.
Ezekiel 16, baby girl. These three women, I'm telling you guys, like my Instagram is going ham right now. I don't know.
Ezekiel 16, does it say a verse?
Three sisters and their mother.
I mean, it's Ezekiel 6, chapter 16, but does it talk about a verse? Because Ezekiel 16 is kind of long.
Yeah, the tale of woe and lemon.
No, does it not give a verse like Ezekiel's chapter 16, verse blah, blah, blah?
It just says this. Oh, you can't see that. It says here.
The whole chapter? It's the. That's like one. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's almost 5 pages in the Bible. So. Just saying, that's a lot of stuff.
No, I'm not asking you to read it. You don't have to. I don't know if that's it or not.
I'm just like
It's just coming to me about the three. I didn't know.
I'm scanning over it to see if I see anything that jumps out at me real quick.
Somebody help us.
Well, this is quite interesting. It says, and in thine abominations and thy whoredoms thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth when thou wast naked and bare and was pulleth in the blood. And it came to pass after all thy wickedness, woe, woe, woe unto thee, saith the Lord God, that thou hast also built unto the eminent place, and hast made thee an high place in every street. Thou hast built thy high place in every head of the way, and hast made the beauty be arbored, and hast opened the feet to every one that passes by, and multiplied the whoredoms. That sounds like what we living in.
Pretty damn much, huh? But this isn't it because the sisters predicted the end of the world. Like, I mean,
Uh,
context said
that
it's
was
been
in the middle
sealed.
of the 5 pages. So at the end of this, it could be talking about the end. What you're saying? I'm not. That was like okay. That was on page 2. There's page 3, page 4, and page 5.
You don't have to read it, but if you don't see anything them foretelling the future, then it's not them.
Well, at the very end of it, it says, "Nevertheless, I will remember my covenant with thee in the days of the youth, and I will establish unto thee an everlasting covenant, and thou shalt remember the ways and be ashamed when thou shalt receive the sisters, thine elder and thy younger, and I will give them unto thee for daughters, but not by the covenant. And I will establish my covenant with thee, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. And thou mayst remember and be confounded, and never open thy mouth any more because of thy shame, when I am pacified towards thee for all that thou hast done, saith the Lord."
Wow. Odin. Hi, Odin.
I don't know
He
that might
said,
come across different to
Gorgon,
people.
the gray-eyed witches, the moral black fate. What? I don't understand that. Odin. Hi, Odin.
I mean, the
Let's see. And this one says, review Foretold Sisters of Fate, number 1. Rhonda Elliott. Let's see.
see the Sisters of Fate. Those are the ones I told you about from the stories of, what was in Percy Jackson and
Yeah, with the three-eyed. Yeah.
Hercules. That's the Sisters of Fate. That's what they're called.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. This is not those three ladies. I know you would know, Odin. It's three ladies. They're older. They predicted the end of the world, but they were kind of put on hush hush. They told one person, I do believe, and it had to be sealed. And Wayward Sisters. I don't know. Let's see. I'll Google it. Three sisters. Wayward Sisters. Google. Wayward Sisters Supernatural. That's supernatural. No. Expanded present. Nope.
That could be something about it, though.
Well, considering it was on the show Supernatural, yeah. Supernatural, Wayward Sisters, Supernatural.
But you can't play that.
Mm-mm. You know what? I wonder if I was to. I'm gonna figure this out after we get off because I'm so not tired. Just have a little headache. When we get off, I'm gonna work with this and I'm gonna do it on private. That way I can see. I'm gonna figure
That way
this
you
shit
can
out.
play with everything and you won't be hanging
Yeah,
up or blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Odin, let
tried
me tell
doing that too, and I cannot figure it out. It pisses me off because
I know how to do it on Android. I mean, I read those directions.
I'm
It's
on
just
an Android.
I know I can tell you how to do it on an Android, but I have to be sitting beside you because you're not getting frustrated with me. Rhonda, Ellie, Ezekiel, the sisters, and okay, this is what happened, and I'm gonna let this ride. It was three sisters. They were all, I guess, around the same age. They told each of them had their own story about the end of the world, but it was sealed and never to be heard again. But now, recently it's coming up, and people keep telling me I remind them of one of the sisters, and I just want to know. That's all. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for some closure. I'm like, what do y'all mean? I'm not talking about predicting anything. I don't predict nothing. I just, go with the flow. 1704, Isaac Newton predicts the world. No, not you, Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton. If somebody's quoting Isaac Newton,
It came up in Google. I wish I could talk to Siri. Hey, Siri. She won't pop up right now, will she? I can't screenshot her. Let's see. Giving you options. Are you talking about the three secrets of it? Yeah, that's it. It wasn't three sisters, just three secrets. Oh, I knew I could count on Odin.
3 Secrets of Fatima.
Fatima. Yeah. Three secrets and not three sisters. See, I was just a little off. I'm going to Google this.
Ooh, you're gonna get this before we
Oh,
end. I
what?
know.
What are you saying? I'm looking now. Odin. It's Fatima. Bam.
Fatima.
There we go. I wish I could screen share it. Three Sisters of Fatima. You can Google that in it. They're right here. This is a series of visions and prophecies. That's what they had, which were given to the three young Portuguese shepherds, Lucy Santos and her cousins, Jacinta, just whatever that word is,
It doesn't sound
and
like it was sisters.
Francisco.
It sound because Santos is a man name.
Yeah, it's three sisters. This was in 1917. Okay.
I don't know if it was sisters. It may have been three siblings because Santos is a male name.
You know what? And he does look like a little boy. Hold on. Yeah, see. All right.
So it may not be sisters. It just may be
Yeah,
a family.
yeah, yeah. You're just right.
And that
Anyway,
may
I
be,
want.
but it's the three secrets of Fatima.
Yeah, it just took Odin to come in here and straighten me out a little bit.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Odin, for
Odin,
because
he
you
watches
were.
from
This was
afar.
gonna drive China nuts.
And now I'm gonna do some research. I might do a show on this tomorrow or do a video on it. But people tell me I remind them of you got the sister and you have Our Lady
Now,
and
when you look at that picture, do you see a resemblance of you to either one of them?
I think they were talking about my beliefs, but now that I look at here, this one right here with a hand on her hip.
Hang on, get. I can't really see. I'll look it up though.
You see her? That she got
Mm,
a hand on her hip. That would be me and my sassy ass. I don't know.
nice.
I think they meant the way I talk or something. I don't know, but I'm going to do some research tonight because I think it's a sign. If something else I need to look into. Odin, I love you so much. Odin
I'm
is my
glad.
heart.
I'm glad Odin came in. You know, Odin catches a lot of flack in some places, and I like Odin.
I love Odin. He sits back and he just watches. He often tells me, "Oh, you're
He's
streaming. Turn
probably
off
been
that
here the
phone."
whole time and didn't say nothing. He because he is a just watcher, and
Yeah. He's like Chief, and there's a couple other people that they just watch me, and I won't even know they're watching until I check my email, which I don't do that often. Email just takes up too much damn room on my phone, guys. I don't have it uploaded all the time. I don't. Hey, Kip, China and Shanna evening. Ladies can't sleep. I know. I've been having the worst problem trying to sleep. That's what I've been saying at nighttime. Like, can't sleep. Here's a video.
oh,
And y'all,
I have to sleep, you guys. When I tonight, I'm good because
she's off work.
I'll work
Please,
tomorrow.
Shanna, have you noticed that the moon has been way off? The moon, I don't know what's wrong with that thing, but it is playing hopscotch. It's not in the right place anymore. It goes down. Like that fucking thing
Okay,
will go down and
I
then
have
come
to
back up.
say it's not off.
It's off, Shanna.
No,
Mm-hmm.
it when the sun starts moving back. You know, we had the summer solstice, and after that, the sun starts moving back a little more south. The moon starts moving super north. It's like they do this. It's like
But
woo, they trade
the moon
places.
has gone even further south now, Shanna. I'm telling you, it's something
My moon is very
happening.
north. My moon is in the super north sky.
My moon is not. It's moving south, and I saw the darn thing go down. I saw the moon go down and come back up. And I think for
My
those
moon
who are
is
listening,
in the northwest sky right now.
okay, it might be right now, but it wasn't the other day. I think
No, it went. It went in like within a week. It went from being south and to north for me.
oh yeah,
And
I know the track that it's on. I get that. But when I tell you, Shannon, even those who listen, and you know the channel to those who listen, he caught it going down, like live. He was live. He was like, "Oh, it's going down." And I'm sitting there going, "Yes, it is going down. I know. I see it go down. It goes down like a damn string. It goes down and it goes back up. It's been
me and
doing
my
that lately."
me and my husband stayed up really late one night,
Mm-hmm.
and we were watching the moon, and it was a pretty full moon, and it stayed right above our house for hours. hours, like in one spot, and then within 30 minutes, it was almost set. It was like it was like
So was it
what?
different? Was it different to you?
Oh yeah, that's different. That's very different. And it was at hours when most people would not see it happening
Right.
because most people are asleep. They're not up watching the freaking sky. Even if you're up at that time of day, you're probably at work and you're not outside watching it. And
Yep.
it was like, what's going on? The moon. I remember going live and saying, what's going on with the moon. I didn't videotape it or nothing because my camera cannot capture the moon. It
Okay,
sucks.
so
I cannot get
in that
video of that.
moment, in those moments that you and your husband spent outside, do you not think that by the moon being still didn't throw it off track somehow?
Something was going on. I don't know what, but when we looked away for just a little bit and we're doing something else, we looked back and it had moved like clear across the sky, like in 30 minutes after it had been there for hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I can't think of the channel right now. It's Mr. Something and he just watches the moon. He does a lot of moon videos. Mr. Oh man. Wish
There we go.
Anyway,
Maybe it's doing it.
great channel. I wish I could think of his name. He does a lot of moon videos and it does people find it skipping kind of skipping like it'll move a little bit and kind of stick there and it'll skip and be somewhere else and then it'll skip and it goes through these skips which is so bizarre
So you want
and
to retract your statement? The moon is doing some crazy shit.
it is doing some crazy shit but it is still staying where it's supposed to be from my knowledge. It's in the same it's still taking the same track but it's skipping, you know.
But okay, yeah, that's my whole point, Shanana, is that it is doing some hopscotch. Remember, I said it's playing hopscotch because that's what it looked like to me. Hold on.
Yeah, because literally you can go outside and watch the moon. I encourage everybody if you especially if you've got a good camera where you can record it. I don't. My camera does not see the moon good. To share y'all
Yeah,
what
mine
I
don't either.
see. And it it literally stayed frozen. And then all of a sudden 30 minutes later it's in a totally different location of the sky, although it stayed in this one spot for 2 hours. And then it's like almost set 30 minutes later. That makes no sense.
Yeah,
But at the same time, China, it kind of does because when it's overhead, that means it's close to me. And so when it's close to me at that time, and then perspective changes as it goes further away, perspective like kind of like the railroad tracks.
right,
Follow
right.
me on this because I got some. This is kind of
I'm
you know
following you. I just had to fix the damn phone. Go
as
ahead.
as railroad tracks move away from us, they get very small and you know gone quick. So maybe as it was overhead, it just looked like it was froze, and then it moved in those 30 minutes. Maybe it was gone. Because of perspective, and maybe the moon is a little bit closer than the sun, and maybe it moved away faster out of my perspective. I don't know. And I
You
never
know
paid
what?
attention to it before.
You know what I've seen lately though is I did a video on it. I got it uploaded. I edited, did everything that I thought about. I was like, nah, this is just too fucking comical because it's like when I see the moon out at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I see the sun beside it, but the fucking moon is not lit. Excuse my language, but that's how I feel about this. I'm tired. I'm so tired of pushing this issue. The moon in the daytime, sun can be here and the moon can be here, but the moon is not lit. You know why it's not lit? Because this luminary is brighter than this luminary. Back
and
in the
they
day,
and they actually have their own lights. The sun is not
yeah,
lighting up the moon. The moon is
it does
producing
have
its
a
own light.
percentage of it, just a small percentage of it at times. But other than that, when in the daytime, damn it, people, if you see the sun here and the moon here, but the moon is not illuminated, what does that tell you? God, people kill me with that.
Well,
One's
girl,
brighter than the other.
okay. If the Earth was a globe and the moon is where they say it is, and the sun is as far away as they say it is, I can actually understand both cosmologies because that means that if the sun's right here
But the
and the
moon
moon's
wouldn't
right,
be lit all night. Not on the globe.
yeah, it would because because it's moving around the Earth and it's still having the sun shine on it in the globe model. But I don't believe that. You know that, but
I
I
know.
understand it could literally work both ways. That's why for thousands of years, not thousands of years, but uh, a couple of 2,000 years, this argument has been put in place because either way, it's very difficult to wrap your brain around the idea. But
Yeah,
I understand the the dynamics of how it could work either way. But I don't agree with the globe cosmology whatsoever. I am not a geocentrist whatsoever because
me
that's
either.
heliocentric worship, and I do not worship the sun, not
And
the
you know what gets what
sun.
what gets me is it's transparent. In the daytime when you see the moon out, you see blue. If it's a half
Yep,
moon, you see a moon and then blue. And at nighttime, you see half dark and half
and I
light.
think that's because it is in the firmament.
I think it's because it's transparent.
Well, I think that too, but I think it's because it's in the firmament, and it's just a lie, and we see what we're supposed to see on it. I don't know why God made the craters on it for us to look at, whatever. Maybe just to cause mystery.
And you know what? When they did this so-called moon landing, right? What the hell? The moon didn't light up the whole time they were there? Because that illuminate from what I mean, the luminary from what we see here is so fucking bright. It has its own lens flare. Imagine a person trying to stand on it. Was it not so bright that
Makes
like you
no
could see shit?
sense. No, it makes zero sense. No,
Oh wait a minute, they were on the dark side.
nope.
It doesn't rotate. The moon
And
doesn't do
plus, their
anything.
shadows were so wonk.
There
Yeah,
was no way
just I
the
wanted to
moon
say
was standing
wonk.
on a lit. There's no way in hell they were standing on a lit moon. That didn't
Mm-mm.
happen. It just, I guess when you wake up, you just start getting so frustrated with all the bullshit because
Both my
nothing makes any sense.
I'm pausing. Both my beers are empty.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go shortly anyway because my spaghetti is calling my name and I'm looking for a damn BC and I can't find one. Hold on.
All right, well, I'll be right back.
I'll be left here. Up BC. Bing, 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 bing. This is my bestest friend. These guys. And my phone just keeps falling for no reason. It's just like, Kip, Kip. Accessories. The sun and the moon are on tracks and lines. Yes, they are. And you know what it's like when I tell people, do you know that the sun is. Damn it. Sun and the moon are the same side.
We back.
You're upside down now. My phone is just,
You were upside down.
Oh, God, now I done lost it. Hold on.
I apologize, chat. There's like 14 chats and I missed them all. You still there? Did you hit a button? Oh man, trying to hit a button. Maybe she'll be back. I'll hang in here for a little bit, but trying to hit a button. Darn it. Let's see if she comes back. Uh, uh wow. I'll give me a chance to catch up on y'all's chat. Odin, and Kip. The moon seems off. The moon is weird. The moon is very weird. Got some crazy pics at the moon. Gotta check that out, Odie. I'm sorry. Man, I really, I'm trying to get around to everybody, and check everything out. Only places I've ever gotten grief was Sevens and Bruce C's because I called BS. I've called BS a couple of times up there as well. Moon's been straight up in the sky, says Kip. Get a P900 and you'll flip. Bible says Moon's light was diminished because of accusations to the sun. I don't know about that. I don't know about that because she made accusations. Yes, the moon is definitely a she. The Bible calls the moon a she and the sun a he. I think the sun and moon are on tracks, lines, something like that. I think so too, something similar.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't get back?
I'm back
What?
now.
Oh, hey, welcome back. I was like, I'll stay here and hold it for her, see if she can get back.
You know me, I was pushing buttons. Okay, I didn't know I could look at it like this too. You know what? This is awesome. Once I find out how to do screen share on the cell phone, we can try it now. Hell, what the fuck? What am I gonna lose? Nothing.
No,
All right,
then.
all right. Hold on. Let's do this. I'm gonna go to just pick out something here. Hmm. Oh, I don't know what I just hit. So, tell me if this comes up.
Well,
This.
your picture is gone,
Yeah. Do you see
but
anything else?
no.
Hmm. Well, that didn't damn work. See, I can go back here. So if you can see me here, let's try this. Oh, okay.
I know there's a few different things, steps you have to go through. You might have to turn your screen off. You may have to go, and then I know there's a few steps you have to go through. I don't know those steps. I can't. Oh, she hung up again. uh, damn it. Thank you, Kip. That poster, my son gave that to. My son gave this poster to me and my husband because we used to be huge X Files fans. I don't believe in aliens
I'm
or
done.
anything anymore. I
I'm
never
done
did,
playing.
but I love the X Files, so my son got us that poster. Kip said he loves my
Oh,
poster.
Kip would pick it out. Point it out after you already said what you said earlier.
hmm So I had to explain. I don't believe in aliens. I never have, but I always loved the X Files because they're so true. You know, there's some stuff we don't understand. I think it's always stuff we just don't understand. I don't in our own world, like we literally know nothing about our oceans. Yeah,
It's crazy.
I believe these things are are demons or angels. Both. I think I when I look in the skies, I see a war going on between aliens and demons.
Man, I'm so confused on what I see in the skies now. I don't even know what to believe anymore. Like it's futuristic, and it's just like it's everything that you would think of as a child. I mean, literally, those are the skies that you would look at and you would think about and be terrified of. But of course, I'm not terrified. Not
And
anymore.
I'm not terrified of them anymore either. I was never terrified of them, but I would look at them and just think horrific things, and I don't
Oh,
think
I was
horrific things
terrified at
anymore.
first. I was absolutely, I mean, literally terrified. Almost, actually, I almost beat myself a couple of times. Only when they would those eyes. You know, sometimes they'd roll that eyeball, and I'd be like, "Whoa, dude,
It
that
never
scares me."
terrified me. I understood what it was, and I was just like, "Lord help us," you know.
That's why I think that we're going to be some of the ones left here, because I think we're going to have to guide a whole lot of people through this. I'm serious, especially staying in your house and The 3 days of darkness, man. That really has got me. I ain't gonna say I'm not scared. I'm scared of the
Oh, I
things
ain't gonna
that
say I
I,
ain't scared either. I I used to be like, we were talking earlier. I wanted to see Jesus Christ come back, raise the dead, and
yeah.
then us follow him. And then I started thinking about all the stuff that comes before that, and I was like, why did I wish this upon myself? I literally wish this upon myself to see the end times, and I think I'm gonna do it. And all the hell that breaks loose before that is going to be horrific, so scary, so horrific that if God did not shorten the days, even the very elect would turn their backs on God, and be deceived.
I was really scared when I first woke up a few years ago. Total peace now. Yeah, I'm at total peace now too. I mean, I actually joke around with these characters and everything that's going on, but just think about people. I'm not riding down the expressway, highway, freeway, whatever it is, wherever you live at. You're just driving along one day, might be a Sunday evening. Y'all have a Sunday dinner. You're getting ready to go home with the kids, and everybody's gonna bath and go to bed. And on your way there, you see this horrific dragon with 6 fucking heads in the sky. With his mouth open and his teeth just roaring down at you, like literally your windshield
And
sticker.
not something in the clouds. This is a real
Right,
thing.
right. Men's heart will fail them. Imagine what's gonna happen at that very moment.
Imagine a 20-foot giant with 2 rows of teeth and 6 fingers on each hand and toes, ripping people apart and eating them too. I don't know that ain't gonna be coming down too, sister.
I think it is. Absolutely. They were cannibals. And do you
Because
know there were women titans?
it says that the land will be flowing with blood
Yep. I
in the
read that
end times.
today. I read that today. Yes, I did. Same exact thing
The,
you just said.
our whole ground's gonna be covered with blood, and I can't believe because I didn't know all that when I was like being giddy, and I couldn't wait to be part of the end times to see the dead in Christ arise. And then and then I later in life came to the understanding of what comes before that. What comes before that is hell on earth. Hell on earth is going to break loose here, and it's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
And I do
What?
think people like me, you, everybody here are here, and we are going to see it. And I hate to say that, but we are going to see it. And maybe we are here to help people through that because we already know, we understand what we're going to see. And if you understand what you're going to see before it happens, then you're mentally preparing to see that, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And oh, guess what? I just heard a motorcycle.
Oh, that's your son?
Mm.
I gotta go anyway. I don't have to go, but I made some hellified spaghetti tonight. I'm ready to go eat it. But I
Oh,
was just here.
spaghetti sounds so
Oh
good.
my god, it is so good. Ask Mark. I made it for him too. Listen, my thing is, what about these young people, you guys? What about my grandson? He's only 8 months old now, but still, if they're old enough to talk, I think you guys need to start talking because they are gonna eventually see these things. They're gonna see it, and they're gonna blame you for not telling them if their hearts don't fail them at such a young age. Damn.
Girl, I'm gonna have a go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. Shanna, thanks for hanging out with me tonight.
You are
StreamYard via
welcome,
cell phone,
sister.
first time.
Yeah, and it went smooth.
Yep, as soon as I figure out how to screen share, it's gonna go even better. And shouts out to my new subs, you guys. I'm at 1.8.
Yeah,
Can
woohoo!
you believe it?
You go, girl.
And I didn't get suspended. Knock on wood. But you got anything you want to say before you go? But you do me a favor and look up the third secret of I can't say the word, but
The three
Fatima.
secrets of, oh man,
Fatima, Fatima.
Fatima. Yeah,
Fatima. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do some research on that if you will too. Let's come together tomorrow and come to some type of damn conclusion about what we're what are, well, I don't know. Hell, maybe
absolutely.
you're the younger
I
girl.
I need to write that down. Fatima, Fatima the Fatima.
Fatima, Fatima.
I'm writing it. I'm writing it on my freaking hand.
I can text it to you in a minute. I'll send you the link.
Oh yeah, text it to me because I'll be better.
I
Because
will
my
do.
hand is not gonna last.
Will do. I love you, Shanae.
I love you too, sis.
Thanks, Kip. Thanks, Odin. Odin, I'm going to open up my email. If you have recently emailed me, I'm still interested in what you have to say. You know how interested I am. I just, been lost lately. So lost. Thanks for everybody who hung out with me tonight. Tell your son I said hello and goodbye. And Shanae, I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, girl. I love you.
I love you too. I'm going to send you the link in the back chitty chat in just a minute.
All right. Good
Bye, guys.
night, everybody
Yeah.
in chat. As far as I can tell, it's just Kip and Odin. So good night,
Yep.
brothers.
If y'all find out how to screen share on an iPhone, please let me know to keep me from having to go through what I'm about to go through. I love you, Nene.
Love you. Good night.
Bye, guys. And I'm trying to end the broadcast.